Poor man tucks his dick. Now, my favorite part, obviously, was the dick.
Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Yeah, really happy to have woken up to watch this.
Mm.
Let me turn this fan off back here.
It's meant to be a day of relaxation, not Dick Tuck o'clock. Dick Tuck.
Dick.
The worst drag queen name.
Very, very blunt, kind of in your face about it.
It's just what I'm currently doing.
Amber Dick Tuck. I need a dick tuck. How about that?
I need a Dick Tuck.
That is my drag name now. That's
Love it.
I'm taking it.
Beautiful.
Copyright it. I need a dick tuck.
Mm. I don't have anything better for myself.
That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. You don't need to have anything better.
Or just Dick Tucker.
Dick Tuckerson.
Carlson.
Carlson Dick Tuck.
Dick Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, if you're listening to this podcast.
Who are you? What have you done with my wife?
If you don't have the money in the Dwayne Weed parking lot by midnight.
You better be tucking your dick between your legs.
And running for your life. Grindhouse Movie Club, everybody. Welcome.
Grindhouse Movie Club.
Right on a Sunday afternoon at this point.
Could have been down a Sunday morning.
This is a Ford commercial.
Swinging my hand. I don't know the words, but I can tell you what they sound like. Could have been down on a Sunday morning.
It sounds like Pearl Jam.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Well, what? I don't know what the fuck Eddie Vedder's saying.
I thought you were singing No Doubt.
No, that would be like,
Wait, you came up with The Breeze or some shit like that? I don't remember now.
I don't know. I always just immediately want to go to like, this shit is bananas, but that's Fergie.
It's not even, well, first of all, it's Gwen Stefani, but it's still not No Doubt. It's just
Is
her.
it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I get those two mixed up a lot.
They're mixable. That's fine.
That's
the breakout chick from a band that was better than them.
Who is?
That's both of them.
Fergie was in a band?
The Black Eyed Peas.
No way. Oh.
Fuck yeah, dude. Get your mind blown.
Black Eyed Peas, and then that's Andre 3000? Yeah?
That's Will.I.Am.
Then who's on? Then where's Andre 3000?
Outcast.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! All of these bands have been the same band this whole time.
You can't say that about Outkast, all right? Before Hey Ya, they were a legitimately respectable rap group.
Oh yeah, they were good.
All right, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, bro. That
fuck.
song's a fucking killer.
What's
They
that
got
one?
The cats nodding in the music video the whole time.
What's the one on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack? It's like me and you, your mama and your cousin too.
Fuck. I don't know the name of it, but I can hear it too.
Oh man, let me tell you. I can tell you right now what it is because it's like on my most listened to because I just listened to the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack.
Mush that fuss. Everybody go to the back of the bus, which is racist.
It is.
But they grew up in ATL, so it makes sense.
I don't know anything about Outkast. All I know is hey ya.
You know that. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Andre 3000 makes a lot of music by himself that's much more successful.
Yeah.
And then he took a very long hiatus from rapping.
I think it's called Elevators.
That makes sense.
Elevators, Me and
recognize
You.
it. Yeah, okay.
Well, this has been Grindhouse Movie Club, which
Yeah,
has
man.
just transitioned into the, remember those bands?
Grindhouse Music Club, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, remember music?
Today we'll be discussing, Jesus.
Well, Goodbye Horses.
Goodbye Horses, and where in which the area to tuck your penis while listening to said song. And, just like giving yourself a pep talk, like a really good one, make yourself feel good in the mirror.
Yeah, fuckable. You want to...
Yeah. Because if anybody's going to want to fuck you, you want it to be yourself, as you tuck your dick.
You're the one who knows, all your buttons the best.
That's right.
And
that's
what
right.
to press and where to press them.
You're goddamn right. Anyway, welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club, where our friend Andrew did the theme song. And
Sure did. Every time I come over, your cat's head increases exponentially in size. I don't understand.
This one?
Yeah. You'd think by this age they would have been done growing for a minute.
No, her head's always... That's
It's a fucking cassava melon.
If anything, her body is growing, causing her head to seem smaller. Are you okay, Grimothy? Hey.
I know a certain someone that likes to wipe their mouth with a sock.
That's not how you get clean. That's just...
Yeah. He also blows his nose into his shirt.
That's disgusting. Is it an old man who has nothing left in life?
Sam Hyde.
Oh yeah, gross.
He does it specifically to gross people out, so it's fine.
All right.
He's got a clip on a live stream of him using a neti pot into a coffee that he got, and he overflows it with the liquid from his nostrils, but it looks like pond scum.
Ugh.
It's so bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of the fucking grossest things I've ever seen.
That sounds god awful. I won't lie.
He throws up into it too. That's amazing.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Then does he drink it?
No.
Oh.
Nobody drinks it.
Oh, I thought that's where this whole thing was going.
That's where we draw the line.
Oh. I'm glad there's a fucking line in the sand.
There is.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
How was your week?
It was great.
That's good.
I don't know, whatever. It was a fucking week.
How's a coffee burp?
Everything's just a blur these days because I go to bed so early.
God, getting old sucks.
Fuck yeah, man. Man, I love being sore.
Man.
I love just being sore. Existing in a constant state of sore.
I fucking love being reminded of how old things are now. Things that I loved as a youth, and now they're like, well, it's also 30 years old now.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
It's been 30 years since this has been on TV, although you remember it fondly.
I work with a lot of early 20-year-olds, and the amount of times I can clock... You know how you could cut a tree in half to count its rings to tell its age?
Oh, yeah.
So the human version of counting rings is counting how many times in a day you say out loud, I don't relate to these kids.
Well, then they move this fucking cat toy.
Yeah, the noisiest things. Just have them on the floor.
I find myself just like buying my cat's toys and just be like, that's too noisy. Stop with that right now.
There's a kid at my work that listens exclusively to what is now called meme music, which is basically Brandon Dickamillo's Chinese freestyle, but worse.
Oh, I don't like it.
Because it's like AI voice or like Vocaloid and shit.
That's nothing that you should really be listening to. I feel like people make that because and like don't listen to it when people make it, but like it's just like people just spinning, you know? They got to make something. Well, let me make this fucking garbage.
Yeah, let's fucking throw this out. Song a day. Oh my god. There's a guy on YouTube he makes a song on an acoustic guitar every day. He's got over 5,000 videos.
You know what? Go meet somebody.
Go outside once.
Where's your wife? Go
after 5,000, and there are only so many chords you could play on a fucking guitar.
There really are.
So and I guarantee you, it's not 5,000.
And like, is it an acoustic guitar?
Yeah.
Well, they all sound the same already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every acoustic guitar song sounds the exact same.
Yeah, dude, and they're all about Delilah and what it's like in New York.
Hey, well, first of all, just like it's okay to have one song like that, all right? And that one right there, that one's a good one.
That 10,000. 10,000 Hey There Delilah.
No, just one Hey There Delilah, and then we'll just fuck the rest. You know?
That British rapper that does the fucking song about his own mental illness, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of gimmicky to talk to your own inner self in your lyrics and then have your inner self talk back. Because it's still your thoughts and words, aka writing a song.
No, don't say that, Jay.
Let's close that because the storms are coming.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I can see there's some water on the window.
Yeah, that's precipite, as we call it.
Ooh, big old storm this week.
Yeah, man. I only saw maybe 2 downed trees though, which I thought was weird.
You didn't go by the Victoria Park where there was just downed trees. I walked by this like huge tree and it was downed. That's the end of my so this huge tree fell, and it fell like right where like these just fucking degenerate old people sit and drink beer all day.
Oh, it's not even like an old people scenically enjoying the park on an afternoon.
No,
I'm here for business.
It's gruff, a little older than middle-aged men who have gotten a 6-pack of beer at 8 a.m.
Nice, fuck yeah.
And so it fell on the picnic table they sit at, and instead of like breaking the picnic table, it drove the picnic table into the earth and bent the metal.
Yo,
which is crazy.
That's sick.
It also like drove a power box into the ground as well, and then baby squirrels all over the fucking place. There's just baby squirrels everywhere.
I hate that.
Yeah,
there was a nest in there,
and they were just kind of in a pile, and there's a guy. And
they were in a pile, dog. Were they alive?
Well, I thought they were dead, and then some guy came over and just started picking them up, and he's like, "Oh no, look, they're good. They're still good." These are good ones.
Well, they're not gonna be now that you've touched it with your man hands, and now the squirrel mom's gonna be like, "Fuck that baby."
Yeah, I didn't want to touch them, but I didn't want to tell him what to do. You know, they're not my baby squirrels.
Yeah, well, they're his now.
I don't want them. I didn't want them.
He's got a little nursery, a squirrelsery.
Now he's got rodents.
Now, as somebody who has not at 8, but definitely purchased alcohol at an early time of day, we'll say.
Well, sometimes you're busy and later in the day, and
If I'm getting groceries,
Right?
it's at 8 a.m. All right, because that's when nobody's getting groceries.
I used to
And
get
that's
groceries at 2
fantastic.
a.m.
And
It's the best time.
Guess what? The grocery store sells fucking wine. What am I gonna do? Go out twice?
Like, see, that's different. This is it's because like you're getting groceries, and then your next stop is home.
That's right.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not stopping on my way to home to drink the wine.
Now, I'm not entirely sure that home is the destination at the end of the day, because they sit at this bench.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it is home.
Yeah, I feel like I'm intruding in their living room when I'm walking by. You know?
Shit. What are you watching the game? Anyway, so I go to this gas station by my place because they sell my favorite rosé.
Of course, that's the best place to buy alcohol, is where you also buy gasoline
Yeah, cigarettes.
and condominiums.
Well, I certainly
Rubbers.
hope you're not buying condoms at the gas station for $7 for 3 of them.
Well,
Because
what's
that's insane.
what's your go-to deal for condoms? Is that too much? Is that too
Oh, I
little?
nipped that shit right in the bud, so
Right.
we don't even buy those.
Well, not all of us have that superpower, all right? Some of
Nipped
us are
it in the
still
bud.
buying like the 24 pack for like it's almost like $30 at this point.
Yeah, it's stupid money. And I just want to point out that nipping it in the bud is the perfect idiom for what I'm describing, which is a vasectomy.
Oh yeah.
That bud got fucking good and nipped
Is it
by an older gentleman who...
is it bud or is it butt?
Oh, it's not butt.
I've always been saying nip it in the butt.
No.
Because I pictured
Bud,
your
like
legs
you're cutting
up.
plants.
Oh, I thought you like had your legs up and was just snipping away down there. Like,
He's like, I'll find it.
it's close enough to the butt.
Just give me a second. Scissors. So there's a kid that, because I'm there buying cigarettes so often, he now knows what my pack is.
Okay.
And so there are some places, like some of the convenience stores and stuff have rules about how early they sell liquor, even though it's available there. Like some of them won't do it till like 9:30 or some shit. So I was there around
Respectable.
9, and so I picked up the wine and I was like, I hope you guys don't have any rules about this. And he was like, no, dude, don't even worry about it. This is me all day, except with mushrooms. So I'm fucking he's ringing me up and talking about his mushroom experiences, and then at a certain point he just stops dead and he gets this 1,000-yard stare and he goes, yeah, man, I love psychedelics.
Oh,
Like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're like 20. Holy fuck.
What a bright young lad. I can't wait to see his illustrations. His brightly painted illustrations.
Oh, dude, the kid that I work with the most right now, he's an amazing artist, and it's because he spent most of high school tripping balls, dude. To unlock the dormant parts of your brain. Huge
yes.
advocate of psychedelics.
His
I don't
fucking
care.
pineal gland is
It's
just
pulsing.
gaping.
It's wide open gland.
God damn.
So the most recent time I was in that gas station, I was also getting wine. And he goes, yeah, dude, when we drink, either the alcohol's finished or we're finished.
What the fuck does that mean? That's literally anybody else who drinks. You drink until you're done drinking. You don't. If you either run out or you throw up.
So there are some people out there that can have like a couple glasses out of a bottle. I don't know who they are. Certainly not me.
I can barely have a glass out of a bottle. Sometimes that hurts my tummy too much and it ruins my night.
Oh, your tum-tum. Dude, I just exist with heartburn. It's sick.
Oh, it's not even heartburn. It's just a churning. It's a churning of the gut.
Stop drinking Jack Daniels.
It's not even. It's anything. It's
Anything.
It's wines. It's beers.
Oh, man.
I can have like 3 beers.
You got an acidic stomach, sir.
No. I just have very low tolerance.
Seemingly. Well, you got to build that up. It's like exercising a muscle.
That doesn't sound. That's like it sounds healthy to say, but what you're talking about makes it unhealthy.
You gotta really train your body to be able to handle a greater amount of poison.
You really got to work out your
Literal
muscles in your
poison.
body and then drink, and so you can drink a lot more later. You got to fucking really drink till your liver goes, I get it.
Okay. You've made your point.
All right.
Holy fuck. Can I take a nap?
I don't even know what I do anymore. Am I filtering liquor from blood or blood from liquor?
You know what's crazy is that when your liver starts to fail, I mean, like, it's obvious that this happens, but one of the indicators is that your tolerance will suddenly dip to near zero.
Oh, fuck.
So, like, somebody who drinks fucking 24 beers a day suddenly, like, after 2 is passing out. That means your liver's fucking failing. Your liver's, like, packing up and going home.
Or you drank on through to the other side.
Or that. Yeah. The other side of what? Life?
Yeah.
Which is death?
Oh, yeah. I pictured, like, when your liver's failing, like, the first sign is the dunce cap.
Yeah, and the fact he's really struggling on questions.
And he's got a...
Fucking, I hate multiple choice.
Your liver's often sitting in the corner with a large pointed hat on, facing away from the rest of the class.
Ashamed.
Big F painted right on its paper.
My stepdad's favorite punishment when we were kids was to make us sit in a chair in the corner. That was the go sit in the corner.
Oh, you had to sit in a chair, huh? My stepmom's favorite punishment was to beat the shit out of us with a belt. And then we would have to stand in the corner for hours. Stand. Holy fuck. You got a lazy boy. You might as well
I came at you with timeout, and you went, yeah? Child abuse.
Yeah, well.
Bet.
This woman's daughter is dead, and I bet she's fucking happy she's dead. I'm happy she's dead.
Holy fuck.
Well, you don't get hit by a train. That's the dumbest way to die. I know.
How do you not see that coming? From a literal mile away.
I'll say it once,
massive.
I'll say it twice. They do not sneak up on you.
No.
There's
they
a
make
light show.
They announce their presence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They walk out like a Metallica concert.
What fucking movie did we do this week?
We did Silence of the Lambs this week, a classic.
Holy, you know what? This movie's great.
It fucking is. I don't care.
You know what?
It's just good.
It's just a good. It's like Longlegs was good. You know what? I wish I could give Longlegs a better score. I've watched it like 7 times since
Really?
we watched it. Yeah, it's so good.
And it just keeps getting better, right?
Yeah, I keep laughing at the part where she's like, yeah, he has somebody he trusts to go out into public because, like, look at him.
He can't even go to the fucking convenience store.
Dad! The weird guy is back.
Well, he keeps pretending to be a fucking grandfather clock in front of me. I don't like that either.
He has no idea what the teens like.
Holy shit. Yeah, the teens when he was one loved grandfather clocks.
Teens these days, I gotta tell you.
Can't relate to him. See? It's not just me. You got 2 sentences or less for Silence of the Lambs?
I actually do, and I actually wrote them down probably for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I like to make them up on the fly.
All right.
I hear yours, and then I go for mine. But...
I always feel like I'm going to fall short of something funny if I do that.
I'll be honest, I forget. I forget until you ask me. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh,
right.
yeah, I did. No, I have forgotten a couple times myself.
My 2 sentences or less is in the form of a question. A question and an answer. How does...
You got to get it out with a straight face. Pa.
How does cum hit the glass and win 5 Oscars? Silence of the... You know what? I misremembered this because there is no glass.
No, there isn't. I mean, there's some, but not where the cum is.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it hit glass, but no, I misremembered that. So how does cum hit Jodie Foster in the face and win 5 Oscars? Silence of the Lambs.
I like that both of us have sentences about the same part of the movie. I have 2. The first one is best episode of Storage Wars ever.
Fuck yeah, it is.
And then, I mean, you find a head in a jar?
Oh my god!
What did I pay for this at auction? $400? Making my money here.
We're going right down to that freak show, and he's gonna be paying out the nose for this one.
My other one is Migs must not get a lot of visitors because that load was huge. He's been saving that one up. First hot chick that comes to visit Hannibal is getting a handful.
That was it was way more than a teaspoon. That was a full-on tablespoon.
Yeah, dude, that's 5 samples at the bank. He's like, I'm here to make a fucking deposit.
I gotta tell you, whoever was in charge of making that prop, well, they did it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
It's convincing. Convincing prop.
The fucking Kenny and Spenny. The Spenny just used shampoo. It looked the exact goddamn same. I mean, it looked like you're dehydrated, but
hey, sometimes you are. Sometimes you are.
The other one's a quote, which is just, "Does he stink of the lamp?"
Yeah,
What the fuck says that? Kerosene.
Oh, fuck yeah, does he stink of the lamp?
Silence of the Lambs opens very interestingly. Because it's just Jodie Foster doing an obstacle course for the FBI. But the whole tone and the way that the camera moves, you know some shit's happening. Like, everything in the beginning of this movie is ominous. Basically, until you meet Hannibal Lecter, you're like, okay, something's coming and it's gonna be fucked up.
Oh yeah, you're just waiting.
It's already tense. She's just jogging, sweaty, and then Crawford wants to see you. Like the most needlessly vague way to be like, hey, your superior wants to have a conversation.
Yeah, I wrote like Jodie Foster's doing the FBI training course. I really hope the FBI isn't dealing with too many slopes and ropes these days.
Ah, fuck, dude. The number of logs we gotta jump over in the precinct.
Fucking Jodie Foster out here training on these rope ladders like the FBI really needs you to be able to get into a child's tree fort.
Or impress a gymnastics instructor.
Oh, hell yeah. We need you to get out of a fucking giant net. Show us how you do that. So yeah, she's got to go to this guy's office, and so my question is like, we see her doing this FBI training course for a little while. How long did it take that fucking guy to catch up to her to be like, you got to go to the office?
You think he was just trailing behind?
Jodie!
Hey!
Jodie!
Fuck, don't you dare do the jungle gym, I can't.
Oh, no. Jodie, you better, don't you cross that rope ladder.
I'll throw my fucking back out chasing you.
So we go to the office where there's like a Pepe Sylvia wall of just like crime scenes.
Which, I mean, every single FBI lieutenant just like, do you really surround, like, where's your eye bleach? You walk into your office, you immediately see grotesqueries.
Yeah, you need at least one potted plant.
Every day of your life, you're visiting Gunther's Body Works, whether you like it or not.
Maybe a nice Zen garden.
Yeah, some rocks. Also, this was shot in the what? I had written down the date, but I don't, like 1990 or some shit.
It came out in 91, so anytime before that.
Back when a singular woman could run through the woods alone without fearing for her safety.
You know, I still don't even think that is this time because, like, a lot of the forensic files I watch take place right now, right at this time. Everybody looks like they were alive right at this time.
But they have fingerprint technology, so it's post-80s.
Yeah.
That much we can establish. I don't really know what time period it's supposed to occur.
They've got an ambiguous amount of technology. What they can and can't use, because I feel like they should have caught this guy, like,
throwaway line
right
about
away.
How if there was anything in a fucking, as far as him being recognizable, the computers would have caught it already. I was like, what fucking computer? The giant brick that's the size of a room down the hall?
The one that has a printer that prints out the longest piece of paper, and you have to remove the little
chip charts,
the fucking side little
punch card shit.
What do you call those? The perforations, and then you fold them zigzag so they make a spring later.
Yeah, and that's the best part of your day.
There's
you fling that accidentally into your coworker's eye.
There are kids these days who have no fucking idea what we're talking about.
Not a clue.
In public school, when you printed something off,
yeah, and it was so manual, dog.
I don't know how they attached all those papers together like that, but it was everything was zigzaggy.
Impressive. It was.
So we get this Pepe Sylvia wall, all these graphic photos. I'm going to point out right now, they're all supposed to be like Buffalo Bill's victims.
Yes.
One of these victims has no face. Where is the face?
Great question.
I wanted to see the face.
Well, you get to see one later.
But I wanted
You wanted to see this one.
I wanted this one as like a hood over the suit, you know? Like where, like put it up on the wall. Where's this fucking face?
It is weird that Buffalo stopped at the face part.
It's weird that
He's like, I'll do the rest, but I want to see.
Yeah, I'll do the rest, but when I go to bars, I want men to really
question me still. undermine my entire motivation by not hiding my masculine cut jaw.
I want to upset some men, but I don't want to scare the shit out of them.
Yet.
I want to get them back to my van and then reveal what's going on down there.
Yeah, the fucking van. Why? Yeah. So the whole plan is here. Okay, we're doing. I mean, this is like the fledgling days of FBI criminal profiling and psychology. So it's like we're interviewing serial killers. You know how Mindhunter? Well, we're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking, so let's send the fucking nubile 20-year-old student into the serial killer, into the death basement at the mental institution.
Let's send poor, innocent Jodie Foster.
Doe-eyed Jodie Foster. Dodie Foster.
We need to protect Jodie Foster at all costs, and you're just sending her into the degenerate hallway.
Very much within arm's reach of degenerates.
Jesus.
Within cum's reach of them.
I think in my mind I was like, there's no way that cum hits Jodie Foster. They wouldn't do that to Jodie. They fucking did it.
They sure did. I don't even know if she did. Oh no, she did. Like 2 or 3 movies before this, one of which was Taxi Driver, I believe. She's very sexualized as a child. Throughout her film career. So having cum hit her in the face is probably not the first time that's happened.
Well, I hope not. I hope not in a film. It's a very dramatic event in a film.
It is. You don't see that often, eh?
And it's a dramatic event in a film that plays in a regular theater.
I don't know if I've ever seen another movie where somebody slings their semen.
I mean, I have.
So perfectly.
I have. They're not the kind that you buy at Walmart, though. They're
yes.
they're
I
the
mean
kind
major
that,
motion pictures.
They're the kind of movie that come attached to a magazine.
Ugh.
Yeah. You know.
I gotta imagine everything in a place like that is sticky.
Of course it is.
Ugh.
You mean, are you talking about
remember the adult store and they had the sample display thing?
Are you talking about It's Fun?
Yeah.
They had
and it was like
they
a
had
fake
Bud's Bunny out front. Bud's Rabbit.
Oh my god. Bud's Rabbit. So they had like a feel how real it feels type display of this one. I mean, I don't know why it's so popular for sex toys to be in the shape of a dismembered torso like this. I don't know, like they stop at the waist and the thigh and go to town.
It's very Ed Gein of them.
So it was all white Caucasian flesh tone except for the one spot where you could test the feel of it, and that was blacker than me.
The filth of 1,000 degenerate fingers.
Yeah, not vitiligo. Trust me.
Nah. One wet wipe would have made that thing new again.
Fuck. More like the box of them.
Anyway, yeah, so
we dumped this chick in the mental institution with little to no preparation whatsoever. Make him fill out this questionnaire that everyone we've sent before you could not get him to do.
Yeah.
You'll be the one, because you're a hot piece.
That's basically it, because like he was like, oh, and he tries to fuck her.
Oh, dude.
The doctor tries to fuck her.
Chilton, the head of this fucking psych ward, first of all, should be in it, but also is creepier than Hannibal Lecter.
Oh my god, he's like, yeah, he's a monster, he's a psychopath, and I'm just happy to have him in my basement.
Love it. By the way, you're fucking hot. You want to go for a drink after this? After this titillating subject matter we're discussing?
You want to go for a drink after you get hit with cum and then maybe a little more? We'll call it a time delay bukkake.
Hey, it really seems like you know your way around a facial. God damn. It's just like he stops just short of licking his lips the whole time Jodie Foster's in his fucking office.
Basically. I'll show you. It's a fun town if you have the right guide. I'll fuck you.
Are you
I'll fuck you if
me?
you're going to stay in town.
Where are you guiding me? Alleys? Dumpsters?
Probably to his bedroom while his wife is out of town.
The woods?
The woods. He does seem like a woods kind of guy.
Yeah, he goes right into the fucking woods with you.
Parks his car in a just a deserted road and... Well, he's the doctor. You're the patient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unless he likes role reversal. Now, to be fair to Miggs, if you kept me in a basement 24/7, I'd probably want to fling my cum at the fucking first thing that walks by me too, because I'd be pissed. I'd be like Oprah with my semen. You get some, and you get some.
So, like, Yeah, I have just so many questions, and I don't want them to all flow out right now, but let's do it.
You think there was a fire in my jail cell from all the friction smoke?
So he throws it.
He does.
He throws his stuff.
Now, for some reason in my head, I always remember him throwing it before she meets Hannibal.
So did I.
But it's not. It's after.
It's quite after, because I had to Google it when it didn't happen. I'm like, when does it happen?
So every film buff will tell you, anybody who fucking looks at, because this is the fucking dumbest analysis, but it's also pinpoint accurate. She's walking down this hallway, and the degenerates are getting worse and worse. So you start with just a fucking guy.
And he says hello. It's very polite.
Yes, he's quite nice. And then we got Barney in the back, who's just a sweet man. That's the orderly.
Yeah.
And I think there's a deleted scene here where he gets treated real nice by Hannibal. Anyway. And then you get fucking... I can smell your cunt.
In between that, there's a dude who's just looking at her.
Yep.
Silence.
And then grosser, grossest. And then we get Hannibal, who's just right. And that, like, he's the only one that doesn't have bars. He's got clear glass. He's standing in the dead center in all white. His cell's clean as fuck. And the whole point is he is more frightening than anybody else in that basement because of how he looks, how he's presented. Why is he the only one that's not allowed to reach out?
He's the only one with like a glass wall. It has like an air, like not an airlock, but like the safety. You can't open that
sliding
door
compartment.
As they're walking towards the hallway, Dr. Whatever the fuck his name is like, oh, Crawford's clever sending a woman. Why? I wrote, why would it be smart to expose Jodie Foster in the 90s to what's going on in this basement? Why on earth would you... He's a monster. He hasn't seen a woman in 8 years. Why are we sending Jodie Foster?
Dude, I'm surprised he's not just like nutting standing up.
Right?
8 years? Jodie Foster walks in, I'm just... I'm so sorry.
She's apparently also his type, which he says that too. I don't know how he knows that.
And like everything I know about Hannibal and his victims is like, it's just anyone. It's anyone with an organ that he likes.
Yeah.
It's never been gender specific even.
So in case you at any point during this whole like 20-minute scene, if you forgot that you were in an asylum, in the background there's two orderlies carting away a guy throwing a tantrum. Later on when she leaves, there's two guys carting a guy in a straitjacket.
It's not the greatest mental hospital.
They're just moving people around.
We're not really concerned with reform here as much as keeping them inside.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes, she meets Hannibal.
Well, before that, there's the doctor also shares a story about how he faked his heart attack once so that when they carted him out, he like ate a nurse's face.
And you don't get to see that face either.
But he has the picture on standby. He's like, here you go, Jodie. Look at that shit.
He keeps it in his back pocket.
This is why you don't get close. This is why you stick to the right side of the hallway, as Barney will tell you.
Barney's in your corner.
I wrote, it's fucking weird that they got all these psychopaths in the basement and then just one Spider-Man. So you got to keep to the right. And it's like, what? Nah, I think she's gonna rub her tits across the glass as she walks. No, she's keeping.
Hey, Hannibal, will you fill out this questionnaire?
Please.
I'll put my titty in the Dropbox.
But yeah, so she walks by fucking Miggs, and he's like, yeah, I can smell your cunt. Well, yeah, she was doing a lot of physical activity earlier in the day.
There's no scene of her showering the sweat off.
No.
So maybe it's smelly.
But yeah, just like, what? So what did Miggs say to you?
Yeah.
Oh, he said I can.
Dude, it's so good.
He said I can smell your cunt. Oh, I see. I myself cannot.
And then
thank God.
And then though, he double checks.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I myself cannot. And actually, matter of fact, give me a second. Perfume, I think.
Perfume you're not wearing right now.
Perfume you wore once.
He can smell that. He can absolutely smell your cunt.
100%.
He can
smell in front of him.
He can smell your asshole. He can smell your cunt.
He can smell your dog.
I wrote in capital letters, oh good, because I was doing a lot of running earlier and I was starting to worry.
Should have just said that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he goes for a whiff.
She ham fists the fucking, I mean, he says ham-handed himself, questionnaire into the Dropbox after a polite conversation. And I think the point is because she's so very green that she doesn't understand the value of not having it so fucking rigid and transactional in math, like the answers that she's trying to get. Because up to that point, she was getting some answers. Like, we were approaching information sharing. But it felt silly to me because she had already, like, realized what she's going to say and do in order to play into the guy.
Yeah.
So, like, don't even fuck the questionnaire. You know for a fact he's going to say fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like when they were talking, she was like, yeah, you know, why don't you decide if I'm worthy enough to learn from you? And he's like, yeah. Big
My
brain.
big hog, huh?
Yeah, you want some of this fucking Lecter brain. Let me
That's
fucking
rather slippery of you. No wonder Migs could smell it.
45 miles today, you jog. That's a big jog. That's a far jog.
A little difficulty with the rope swing.
Little rope burn betwixt your thighs.
Fucking Sherlock Holmes of smelling vagina. There's no good word for female sexual anatomy. Like, they're all bad. Yeah, but then you sound like you're fucking studying it like a doctor.
You sound like Ed Gein and you got it in a box.
Allow me to inspect your vulva. And then you pull out the big fucking reverse tongs. That's what you know what, dude? They have a name. I don't care. Because I say that and you immediately picture what I'm trying to get you to picture.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And if anybody needs help, tongs, famously, are for closing up so you can grip something.
Yeah. Reverse tongs will open things right up so you can see in.
Oh, my God. So at this point, Hannibal Lecter's like, you fucking, your fucking questionnaire, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. Tell me about your dad and his lamp stink.
Oh,
Did he work at the mines? I don't think anybody's worked in the mines in North America in like 50 years.
I didn't even, I always forget North America even had mines.
Yeah.
What are we mining for?
Coal mostly.
Mostly. Fucking, yeah, he just goes right in, like, he's trying to, like, get in her head, be like, well, who's your daddy? Oh, your accent. He must have been a fucking coal miner with that accent.
Yeah, you reek of West Virginia, and trust me, I've been smelling all afternoon.
A lot of boys probably fumbled with your titties in the backseat of a car while you thought about being in the FBI.
One thing
with your
that's
titties.
worth noting here is that there's a strategic way that his conversation, like his line of questioning, is written. Like, I'm going to hit you with the most disgusting, uncomfortable shit so that you don't think as hard about my clues as you ordinarily would. Because this is more of a fun game for me than anything else.
Oh, you know what?
So, like, anytime that he asks a question, eventually it's going to circle back to, did you get fucked?
Did you breastfeed?
Did you get fucked?
Are your nipples tough?
Are you...
They probably toughened your nipples, didn't they?
The way he says it and the fact that he doesn't blink.
Oh, fuck. There's some...
Holy shit.
He has some... Both him and Buffalo Bill have some fucking hilarious lines.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, she was a great big fat person, wasn't she?
So disrespectful to your victims, dude.
She's a great big fat person.
She's a big fat fucking pig cow, huh?
Oh, I remember her, because she was a great big fat person.
Yeah, I remember having to push my way around her in lines.
She was a real struggle to get out of the van. I mean...
That's how I broke my arm.
Great big fat person.
Fuck. I'll also say that Anthony Hopkins is a fucking perfect cast, but that's not a surprise.
He took a lot of his inspiration from Hal, from, what is it? Space Odyssey, yeah.
That makes sense. Cadence is even similar. I guess I hadn't really thought about that.
Here, I got another fun fact for you.
Go ahead.
I wrote this down because it was so fun.
Yeah.
Sean Connery was the first choice for Hannibal Lecter.
Would have been way worse.
Sean Connery is also okay with hitting his wife.
Yeah, that is definitely a fun fact about Sean Connery.
Not so fun for his wife.
No.
But he is perfectly cool with it and will tell you that out loud with his voice.
Also not so fun for the female reporter that tried to grill him into admitting it in public, and he just gives her a stare like, you know what, you're next.
Yeah. Oh, you got a problem with hitting my wife.
Not even Scottish.
He fucking doubles down on hitting his wife is essentially what he does.
Yeah, he sure does. My Sean Connery turns into Patrick Stewart if I say more than like 5 words.
My Sean Connery was nothing. My Sean Connery.
Your Sean Connery was a journalistic reporter that you're listening to on a gramophone.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
See? Why is everybody a 50s detective?
Well, listen right in, you see. It's James Bond. 007. Yeah, not even fucking Scottish.
No, not even remotely Scottish.
What is that terrible fucking accent that they all have? All these gangsters have, because it's not Scottish. It's not.
I don't. Where was I? It's like Florida Panhandle. Or yeah, you're supposed to. It's like a wise guy, so it's just like mob mafia shit.
I guess New
Halfway
Jersey.
Italian cop. Yeah. Bronx.
Sort of like honorary cat, you know.
Not stoked about the other cats nearby.
Back up, hissing. Speaking
Fava
of,
beans are a pretty hearty choice for liver. I feel like you're gonna overwhelm the flavor. They're not a small bean.
now I'm gonna tell you, you give me any bean and tell me it's a fava bean. Sure
it is.
I don't know the fucking difference. The fact that he can remember what beans he like killed a guy and ate his liver with.
Yeah,
crazy.
Well, you'd want to remember the meal. A guy died for it.
That's true. And
honor his memory.
I mean, you only ate his liver. That's kind of a waste, right?
I guess the lore with Hannibal is that he meets people and then, through studying them, finds a piece of them that he wants to consume. So it'll be an organ.
Let me tell you, that would have been a much better movie.
I think that's canon.
That is that Hannibal? Did we see that in Hannibal? I don't remember Hannibal.
Yeah, because he does Ray Liotta's brain.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. See, I thought that was in this movie. I thought he escaped, and that was in this movie. They catch him just like nom nom nom.
I think it trips me out personally because I watched Hannibal before I watched Silence of the Lambs.
Which you should have.
As a kid.
That makes sense to do. That's how it goes. That's the order of things. So yeah, good. What really upset me was in Hannibal Rising when that guy was like, "Pussies run crossways."
Yeah, to the one Japanese woman.
It took me a minute to realize. I was like, "Oh no, they don't."
Racism.
That's there's
also,
no.
yeah,
why would they?
Did you? Imagine like you're so young that you don't know that that's not true, and then you just don't they?
The first time you see one, you're like,
"Whoa, you're fucked up." Is it supposed to be? I thought it was supposed to be a mouth.
I thought it was the unblinking eye. Oh fuck! So we send Jodie Foster down the hallway of degenerates.
Yeah, we do.
To
not at all get any of her answers
Yeah.
on the questionnaire at all, and then be told to fly away, and she doesn't even fly.
God no.
Her last name is Starling.
That's
One
important
of the most
to know.
fucking ineffectual birds on the planet. They
yeah.
suck so bad that there needs to be 1,000 of them for them to eat.
I don't know a thing about starlings. So
They're the
this
ones that you see in the giant clouds that all dive bomb at
Oh
once.
yeah, those ones where if you like shot a shotgun, you'd probably get most of them.
Yes.
Cool. They fuck. There was a thing. There was a part here. I don't remember what it was, but it's probably good.
I think we covered the whole conversation. I'm
Oh
pretty sure.
right. Yeah. In this movie, I thought there was a lot more of that hissing. That hissing that he
Hissing.
does.
Oh.
The fa. That
Not
thing
just
that
the one
nobody
time.
the thing nobody can fucking do. That
No.
only him can do for some reason.
Yeah, because everybody tries to do it with their tongue. He's all lower lip.
Fa.
That's close.
Oh, whoops. All right. I'm going to practice
He's
that.
basically sucking his teeth.
Oh, ugh.
Which is probably so that he can remember the flavor of liver on them.
God, nothing worse than dry teeth.
That's true.
Yeah, I thought that was like half of his lines were just the fa. Just like after every word. I don't know why I had that memory.
My memory is more toward, I thought there were more bird jokes, like at the expense of Jodie Foster.
Well,
But you really only get Fly Away Little Starling, and then there's like maybe one more.
and then in Goldmember, I believe Dr. Evil tells him to fly.
Ah,
And then he like smacks his head on the glass while he runs up to it or something.
all right.
Oh, so it's like this conversation's over. We're done here. And as she gets up, audibly, the Foley in the background.
Yeah, what do you hear?
Well, let's just say the slappening of meat intensifies.
Slappening, dog.
The
throes of individual passion.
The unmistakable slap of meat.
Yeah.
I mean, very close to a dripping tap.
Ugh.
With like the.
Which this also means that he was way off in the guess that she got fondled a lot as a kid, because she would definitely have recognized that sound.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I could tell you from where the fucking gated entrance to this hallway is, if I'm standing there, I go, someone down this hallway's beating off. I sure do hear the sounds of somebody beating off in this hallway.
And they're not being nice about it.
No. A lot of muttering and beating off.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Yup.
Hey, man, rain check, like 30 seconds?
I'm keeping to the far side of this as we run.
I didn't bring my Marineland raincoat for this splash zone I'm going to walk through.
Now, I don't want to say I'm impressed, but he throws
his aim.
He throws it through the bars and still gets her in the hair.
Played a lot of frisbee golf, this guy, when he was out. His accuracy unmatched, dude.
Holy shit. So he's like, "Oh, I bit my wrist so I can die." Okay, bye.
Not much how that works either.
I'll tell Barney.
Yeah, I'll just let Barney know about it. Sure.
Where the fuck is Barney? Where's Barney?
Barney's a respectable distance from the cum, and you can't blame him.
Barney said he'd be watching. Barney wasn't even... These guys that were... This whole scene, they're freaking out. Where's Barney?
Barney's an incredibly black man, which means if somebody threw cum on him, it wouldn't end well for the thrower.
Yeah. Good fucking
we as a
God.
culture tend to tolerate that less.
So, look, I'm not gonna lie. All of my notes are about this. Anything of value is right here. So I'm just gonna read them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy to have all these crazy people down here, but you got one Spider-Man. After he throws his cum, no one is pleased, which means everybody knows that that's what he does.
Nobody warned her?
Nobody was like, by the way.
Why didn't Anthony Hopkins, just as a heads up when you're walking back, turn away from Miggs?
Yeah, just so you know, I can hear. I hear.
I can hear. It's his time of day. It's right on schedule. I checked my watch.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the fappening?
Ugh.
The silence of the balls. So...
Like the silence of the blam.
There's... They've got at least 3 to 4 guys in this hallway, all right? They all know the sound.
Yeah.
They all know the cackle he makes when he throws his cum. They all know this is what he does because they're all pissed that he's done it.
Yeah.
That's
why his aim's so good. He's done it a few times.
The second he throws it, one guy's just like, "Oh, Hannibal the Cannibal." He's just waiting to fucking say it.
Yep.
That's his nickname, by the way.
Yes, it is.
As soon as Jodie Foster knew where she was going, she's like, "Oh, it's Hannibal the Cannibal."
Which,
of course.
I mean, I would be changing my name from Hannibal because that's
fucking
some
right.
Dr. Seuss ass shit to be calling me.
I would do anything but be a cannibal, to be honest.
Hannibal the axe murderer. That's better.
Hannibal the tax auditor, who also will fucking kill you when your taxes are shitty.
Yeah.
So
if you owe, oh boy, I'm coming to collect.
So no one's pleased. And like even the closed captioning on fucking Amazon Prime knew what was going on because they captioned it Miggs moaning. So like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
No one thought it was anything else. And then this
being disrespected like that appeals to Hannibal's displeasure with rude people.
Oh
so
my
he goes,
God.
Hey, here's a fucking Riddles 3 for you. I'm gonna help you out. Look within yourself. And then she's got to fucking do an entire training and research montage for 10 minutes about it. Until she realizes that he's talking about one specific self-storage unit thing in Baltimore, in a random part of Baltimore, which it must not be the same as it is now in the 90s, because now there's fucking 35 of them. I can't walk 3 blocks without seeing storage lockers.
And the second you miss a payment, oh boy,
you better believe.
Here come the fucking vultures, man.
The vultures and lots of phone calls, and then also, I have your stuff now.
Oh, and
Why the fuck? I don't understand how anybody could not pay. You're basically paying a monthly fee so that somebody doesn't take your stuff.
You're paying a monthly fee to have your stuff not show up on Storage Wars, is what you're doing at that point.
Exactly.
I also want to point out, like, the only reason he decides to help her is because of the cum.
That is why, yeah.
He calls her back like, "Hey, well, did he throw cum at you? That's what he does." And then he's like, "You got to go now, because I don't know if he can muster another one right just yet."
Yeah, but another one's coming. All right, 2 o'clock's about to roll around.
That doesn't mean he's not going to try.
He definitely would put the effort in.
Like, what a fucking way, like, Why does this man not? Why does he not have the glass? How many times before he gets the glass? Like, what did Hannibal
Holy
do to
shit.
get the glass that Miggs hasn't already fucking thrown at people?
You raise
What-
a fantastic point.
What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure everybody in this basement should have the glass.
Well, yeah, they're in the basement. Why? This is what the whole basement's for. They've got so many guns. There are more guns before the hallway than there are people.
Yeah.
Like,
We're still doing iron bars for most of them, though.
oh, yeah. And the guy who can fucking Hawkeye his cum between
Sure can.
bars.
Yeah, man.
And
Gotcha!
fuck me. And then she leaves and doesn't tell one guard.
That's, yeah.
You know what I get? You know what I'm gonna do? Hey, Barney, come.
You wouldn't have to tell anyone. It's all over her face.
Oh, my God.
It's all over her fucking face until Hannibal calls her back, and then it's suspiciously missing, which is fine. Continuity flaws being what they are.
God,
She does, however, tell fucking Crawford
oh, yeah.
because and I don't know if I would want to be updated on Miggs's health status. I don't know why that was pertinent to call up Clarice, interrupting her in the middle of more training. All Clarice does throughout this, her grades must suck. Every time she's doing anything involving her actual education in the FBI Institute, it gets interrupted by Crawford, like, come here to my office.
What's the point of making her train when you just have more Hannibal news to give her?
Yeah, and you pull her out after 30 seconds of any of it. So he, for some reason, calls her up to let her know that he died by swallowing his own fucking tongue. And, like, I'm on the phone, like, thanks for telling me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. He won't live to come another day.
Oh my God. Holy shit, yeah. Fucking Hannibal convinced him to kill himself.
By whispering. I want to know what the fuck he said.
That's
So badly I want to know what he said. By
Hey-
the way, Miggs' name is multiple Miggs because he's got a personality disorder.
That's
Which one's
rude.
the come throw one? That's
Yeah.
what I want to know. Your job is to
That's
like
good, Miggs.
psychologically analyze these people. Find the trigger that pulls them out of the cum identity when there's women around.
Yeah, you're there with him 24/7. The least you could do is be like, come on, Miggs.
Figure out that Pavlovian fucking hypnosis thing. It's like, okay, we need non-cum Miggs this afternoon.
Miggs, you're never gonna get a date this way.
This is not you. You don't know anything about whining and dining.
I wrote like, even with like the cum in her hair, she's still just like, come on, fill out the questionnaire. Even I wrote Miggs is mingling with her Pert Plus. All she cares about is the questionnaire. That's a fucking employee right there. That's a good employee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, otherwise I got cum in my face for nothing. I gotta come away with something else.
You gotta come away. Little Vidal Sassoon. Take care of that.
Mel Gibson's wife in Signs.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that was her last message.
Come
Tell him to come
away, Miggs. Come away. All right.
She's saying that about her own son.
Just walking there, stalagmites. What the fuck, Miggs?
I've been a busy boy.
Come away. Come away.
Like I've been a jizzy boy.
Been a very jizzy boy. So, yeah.
So she figures out the storage locker, and then we get... This guy runs... The dude who owns the storage locker looks like he actually owns a magic shop, and all of the things in the magic shop are like monkey's paws. Like, they have something worse about them. This box has a bunch of handkerchiefs in it, and then when you sleep, they strangle you to death. Or some shit.
Why do I keep this around? Oh, just cuz. Where else would it be?
Just the oldest... Anytime I see an old man in a top hat and a cane, I'm like, you do tricks at parties, huh?
Oh, yeah. You're a purveyor of magic. That's for sure.
Underhanded, tricky genie magic.
He's got a lifetime membership to the... What's that magic castle where all the magicians do their meetings?
Epstein's Island? I don't know.
It might as well be, but it's for magicians.
I have no idea.
Maybe this might just be on Arrested Development, but I'm pretty sure there's like a magic castle where
Some Job shit.
they fucking meet.
We'll have to ask Penn Jillette. I'm sure he's been.
So we got yeah.
Kind of unnecessary to go to the storage unit at fucking night. Like, you couldn't have waited. And even the old guy's like, yeah, my son will help in the morning lift this impossible to lift, seized after 10 years, garage door that is a store, which I've never seen. A fucking, like a 2-car garage door for your storage unit.
Yeah. Well,
With
that's
windows, like a mechanic's
all right.
shop.
Well, I mean, maybe they're all that's old timey stuff. Maybe back then.
Fine.
Were you storing things in the 1990s, Jay?
I think I was being stored in a womb.
Perfect.
I was born in 91, okay? I spent some time in a womb in the 90s.
Jesus.
And then not again for another 18 to 19 years.
You're not supposed to go all the way to the womb. I gotta tell you, you're doing it wrong. You're hurting the ladies.
I call it knocking on heaven's door.
Jesus. So, yeah, instead of following any of Lecter's, like, he gave her all these, like, little clues, like, yeah, he said to look inside myself, but fuck that.
I'm going to check the storage locker.
Instead, I just opened a phone book and found your self-storage. That's gotta be it.
Yeah. What a leap. Luckily, she was right.
Oh, yeah, and, happened to be, Hell's, what's it, fucking, it's not Hector, it's
Half-acre? What?
Hester Moffat.
Hester Moffat.
Go seek Hester Moffat. So we go seek Hester Moffat.
Mm-hmm.
In the storage unit, I also find it really funny that, like, it's jammed, and then they're like, yeah, my driver's just not going to help. And there's just a fucking gruff man sitting in the car.
Frankenstein's monster in the driver's seat. He's like, I ain't lifting shit.
This man has a fucking driver.
Yeah.
Of course he's a magician. He's an eccentric old man. He's definitely got several magic shops.
First of all, you raise a fantastic point. Secondly, storage unit's been doing so good for you, eh?
Yeah.
That you have a car and driver.
It's a great business. Apparently, solid business.
A fucking clean up. You know he's stealing from the storage lockers.
Oh, of course. That's how he keeps his mustache so curly. So we go in there, and she crawls in after, like, be like, if anything happens to me, here's a card. Just call somebody. They know I'm here. Just a lot of shit. Badass owl taxidermy. There's a car with an American flag over it.
Yeah.
And a head in a jar.
Head right in a jar underneath some fabric.
Head in a jar. Dude's head. A lot of makeup on that dude's head.
Yeah, and I remember watching this movie, like, earlier when I was younger and not being able to tell whether it was a man or a woman.
Yeah.
And then this time I'm like, oh, well, there's facial hair. Now I realize in this climate that doesn't mean fuck all anymore.
Yep. And in this climate, some of the words Jodie Foster chooses to use may not be the words to use.
They might not be the correct words anymore.
I mean, if they were ever the correct words, they were a words though. They were definitely words to use. This movie, it's about 34 years old now, so we'll just keep that in mind, because I've written some big capital words
Please
coming
do
up.
keep that in mind.
Yes. So we got this individual's head in a jar. How the makeup stayed on there with all the formaldehyde and, like, alcohol.
For 10 years.
Beyond me.
Yep, great
Beyond
point.
Me. Yep.
I was thinking in my head about, like, okay, would it not have started to decompose? It depends on what it's in, though, and we don't get really to know that, I suppose.
True, but you would at least imagine the eyeliner would come off.
Yeah.
The lipstick, maybe not.
Eyelashes, I imagine. Any of that hair would probably be gone.
Anytime a girl weeps, it's a mess. So how
Any liquid. You're swimming?
Yeah. How this stayed on in that?
They got that Maybelline waterproof one.
That's right, Wet and Wild.
Yeah.
I believe it's called. If it's not, that's something completely different.
Cool that you know what it's called.
Well, I don't. I just I'm really hoping that it's that and that's not like a lube or something.
It's probably both.
Probably both. So she figures out, I don't know how, that Hester Moffat is an anagram for the rest of me.
Oh, because she's what is it? Autistic.
Ah,
now
perfect.
see, this is a fucking. I'm so happy that this happened. We watched Long Legs, right? And I made a point of, okay, you could be a smart detective without being a completely autistic human being with zero social skill whatsoever. They kind of go against each other.
What are you saying that Monk? What the fuck are you saying about Tony Shalhoub? Right the fuck now.
Fucking, you could go down the whole list, honestly. Monk, fucking Psych, The Mentalist. They all love stacking things in descending size. So when Clarice Starling is just a regular person with flaws, but does have to think hard, she comes to some conclusions that are like, wow, that's some sleuthy shit. but it's not like, yeah, I came to that conclusion because I could do complex math in my head at the drop of a hat. Like, it's more natural.
We didn't need that. We didn't get that Rain Man moment.
Exactly.
We didn't need it.
No, because it's just her discovering things, which is fine. Truncate it, and I won't ask why it was so easy for you. That's okay.
Yeah, don't show me her counting toothpicks.
Yes.
That's good.
We got to a conclusion, and we had a montage about how she was reaching it. That's all I need.
Sure. I'll take it. It's a fucking 2-hour-long movie.
That's
Please.
right. Yeah, we're already there, man.
Please. So
doesn't feel like 2 hours. I will say that.
no, it did not. The little transfer thing slides open, and it's all like dark in his cell. You don't see him.
Yeah,
I think he
who's in control of the fucking lights here? Let's turn them on, eh? Barney.
Yeah, Barney. Come
and then
on.
so perfectly does he turn them on right at the end of the most emphatic sentence that he has to say.
Oh yeah. So they've taken away all of his shit because he convinced. By the way, really?
A schizophrenic guy killed himself.
The dude was throwing
surprise.
He was throwing his cum.
You know,
honestly.
First of all, kind of deserves it.
Sounds like we're making less sandwiches today. Sounds like we're calling it quits early.
Oh, somebody's gonna get some leftovers.
Yeah. I mean, make the fourth sandwich. We'll save it for tomorrow. Fuck it.
Maybe Barney's hungry.
Sounds like one less fucking wall we gotta wipe down today.
And then here I wrote, because again it happens. Hey Clarice, you think your boss wants to rail you out?
Well, I think yeah.
Like anytime. Do you think he thinks about fucking you?
Well, listen. Everybody thinks about fucking her.
Yes, that's true also.
Literally.
She can't walk into a fucking room without getting hit on.
And I'm just going to say it. She's plain. She's very plain. Maybe in the 90s that...
Honestly happens to be my type.
Oh. This guy's... Well, you probably beat off to the X-Files, don't you?
Bones.
Bones. I've never watched Bones, but I found myself calling her Scully a couple times.
I'll tell you
I had to
what's
scratch that shit
fucking
out.
crazy. That's funny. Oh, the haircut's the same.
The haircut's the same.
Face shape is also very similar. Emily Deschanel. Who the fuck? She's married to somebody insane that it doesn't make any sense. Because she was a smoke show. She's hotter than her sister. This is the chick from Bones.
Yeah.
And fucking I can never remember who it is she's married to. If you're at home, look up Emily Deschanel's fucking husband. It's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, that's my story.
It's a great story. So when he slides that thing open, it's a towel because she's wet.
Yeah,
not because of
it
more
had been
cum.
raining. No, there's no cum. There's no more cum. All right, we solved that problem.
The other guys in this hallway know exactly what happens when they come.
Yeah,
They get talked into killing themselves.
they keep their cums private.
And he's so good at it, it only takes one afternoon.
Of constant whispering. I mean, that's a lot of whispering. I might get
Yeah,
pissed.
but I mean, eventually, like, you got to tune it out. It took him
it
one
would
afternoon.
fade into the background like white noise. Probably.
Not even a day. Not even 2 days.
Well, he's really good at it.
Just a couple hours. Like, hey, Migs, you ever fucking kill yourself?
What's your tongue taste like?
You swallow your tongue, you fucking masturbator. You swallow it right now.
You swallow that fucking tongue if you know it's good for you.
Just hours of that. All right.
Fine.
Jesus. How do you even do that? Now I'm afraid to even
let's
try
find
because
out.
I think I can.
I'm so curious.
I feel like I could easily swallow my tongue if I really wanted to, and now I'm uncomfortable.
You have to be either have like an extremely loose, I don't remember what it's called. It's not a frenulum because that's a part of your wiener, but that thing that hooks your tongue to the bottom of your mouth.
Well, I'm going to be holding my tongue down with my teeth. I'm going to just hold that shit in place like a vice grip.
You're going to become painfully aware of the fact that it routinely sits on the roof of your mouth when you're not doing anything with it.
Mm-hmm. And by it, he means your tongue, not your penis.
Well, if you could sit that on the roof of your mouth, I'm just impressed, and I want to know how. It would definitely, I could eat up a couple afternoons with that knowledge.
That's not what That's not what we're here to talk about, though. That's not the conversation Hannibal Lecter's trying to have with Jodie Foster. All he wants to do is have one line of conversation about Buffalo Bill, and then one line of conversation about, first of all right, look.
Quid pro quo, Clarice.
There was a very specific set of rules that she was told more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get near the glass.
Yep.
She fucking does that right away when he's like, show me your credentials. Get closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, let me walk right up to the glass. What are you gonna stick your finger through the little breathing hole at me?
Don't do that. The other rules, fucking don't put anything in the box or take anything that he puts in the fucking box.
Boom, towel.
Thanks for the towel. Could have hidden 500 razor blades in that towel.
Towel could have been stiff with semen.
Also that, Meggs's.
And he's just like, yeah, that's right. Rub that in your hair, too.
This is how much he had left in him.
And the other rule, don't tell him anything about your fucking self.
Yeah. All 3 of those right out the window, day 2.
Oh, yeah, it's like she didn't even listen. Even Barney's like, all right, my name's Barney. Did he tell you not to get close to the glass? We got a real problem with people getting too close to the glass.
I'm sick of having to clean this.
It's a lot of glass.
Don't smudge it. That's the only thing. They just don't want you to put fingerprints on it. Sick of bringing Windex down here.
Greasy-ass FBI cops coming down here, getting their salt and vinegar chip fingers all over the fucking glass.
Well, what do you expect when she doesn't take, like, any kind of fucking disease test or shower after getting semened all over?
That's right, yeah. No, yeah, she just walks right out of there and is like, all right, let me get in my car and remember my dead dad.
I got newspapers to look at. Yeah, remember my dead dad also at the most inopportune times, like somebody else's funeral?
Yeah, but I would hate for a fucking cum attack to remind you of your dead dad. Would be the last thing I would want for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, you got the fucking towel, and then so let's talk about Buffalo Bill some.
Go ahead.
Was that who the fuck's head was that? Oh yeah, so he's like, yeah, that was one of my patients, and now what he says here, it's I mean, it's a very vague thing he says, but basically he was horny for the exotic.
Exotic.
He did not his words, but basically his words.
Yeah.
His interests were exotic.
Like to spice it up in the bedroom.
I wrote probably kids.
Probably kids.
Probably kids.
Or animals.
And I wouldn't like. I mean, I wouldn't like to call them exotic, but generally you have to go to exotic places.
That's true. Exotic to us anyway. Some people it's just home for them.
So yeah, he missed 3 appointments, and so he went to go check on him, and that's how he found him.
In the jar?
I guess so.
Or did he put it in the jar? Because he said, I tucked him away.
Yeah, I found him like that, and I tucked him away.
So did you introduce the jar?
Did you? And are you doing this as a favor to Mr. Bill?
Also, why was the car set up like somebody who was decapitated was being transported?
Yeah, there's a
It's a hearse also, I'm fairly certain.
I thought it was, but I think it's just an old-timey car with a huge back seat.
Well, she opens it from the side, and it's like a huge door.
But there's a seat in the back with a mannequin sitting in it.
It's for the butler. It's for the monitor, the corpse monitor to sit.
Are you still a corpse in there? You better not be coming back to life, I swear to God.
Poking it.
Fucking, just a steak just inches above the heart, I swear to fucking God.
I'm ready. Wake up.
What are you, a fucking vampire?
Fucking wake up, I dare you.
One fucking movement, I swear to God. Yeah, there's like a mannequin without a head, which I thought was weird. Like
that is like the is like a little cheeky.
Did he try and put the jar on the top of the mannequin's body? Because it's not going to stay.
Funny.
It's simply not going to.
I would have appreciated that. No, we have it like a crystal ball underneath a thin cloth.
Yeah, like you
go through future.
Go through all this trouble of hiding it under the thinnest cloth.
I liked Janine Garofalo's solution in Mystery Men.
Put it in a bowling ball.
Put it in a fucking bowling ball.
Fuck yeah. That's a good movie.
It's a weird one.
A lot of good.
Dane Cook is in that movie.
Dane Cook? Doug Jones is in that movie.
And Dane Cook's superpower is he burns you with a waffle iron.
I think Jim Carrey's in that movie, is he not? Is he not one of the people as well?
Maybe. He's not one of the main cast. He may be one of the people auditioning.
He's the pencil man.
Yeah. Okay.
And then and Doug Jones is one of them too. Or is Doug Jones the pencil man? Doug Jones is the pencil man.
Doug Jones might be the pencil man.
Doug Jones is the pencil man, and there's also a pencil boy as well. I don't know why I thought Jim Carrey was in there. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't think he is, though. I feel like
If he is, it would have been one of those like cameos during the audition scene.
Yeah.
But he also was in that episode of The Office where he was like applying to be the fucking manager of the company.
Yeah.
So it might just be that.
He's got to get back to the Finger Lakes.
Yeah, which apparently I'm watching a real estate stream, as boring as that probably sounds. And the Finger Lakes fucking suck now.
Well, yeah, they're full of white people.
Hunter Biden, I think, lives there.
Yeah, white people. Like I said.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I knew he was white by the name. All you could have said was Hunter. I'd be like, yeah, white person. Yeah?
I'm trying to prove you wrong, and I can't.
That's right, you can't.
I don't know any black hunters.
I watched the Ozarks.
They're called cannibals.
I watched the beginning of the Ozarks. I watched maybe the first couple episodes.
You like
maybe.
that Jason Bateman right in your face constantly?
And curly-haired Netflix girl who's in all the Netflix things now.
There's 12. Jen
I know.
Ortega.
I don't know. Don't name them. I don't know their names. You're just gonna name people. You're just saying words
Miranda
at me.
sings.
Nope. Whoops.
Never Miranda sings.
Ah,
Never
man.
again.
Let me just say, if you got to make a song about how you didn't diddle kids, as they say in Always Sunny.
It's no good diddling kids.
No, definitely not diddling kids.
Gotta be older, a little younger than my daughter. Gotta be big.
Oh my God. Hey Miranda, maybe don't do the song. I want to do the song.
Oh, it's that we keep the content light that way. And let me tell you, it's not something that needs lightening up, all right? You need to take that as seriously as it is.
Yeah.
And also don't message 14-year-olds and send them lingerie.
Hey. Also don't put lipstick all over your face.
Don't have your whole gimmick being doing makeup poorly.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, we're all good.
You look like Buffalo Bill.
I'd rather fuck Buffalo Bill.
I mean, if he does that talk, man. Dude, it fucking probably looks like the inside of a cobbler from behind.
God, at one point I wrote, I bet the FBI think that they have Buffalo Bill with his tail between his legs. But it's quite the opposite.
Oh, shit. Between his legs are full. That much is true. Shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
So when we make some comments about how the head had makeup, Jodie Foster, why don't you say the word transvestite a couple times to Anthony Hopkins in a glass box? What are we doing?
It's not Tim Curry in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think this guy was making a career of it. This is a lifestyle choice.
Oh, my God.
So let's go. Let's make sure that we grab Buffalo Bill before he finds his next victim, who, very interestingly to me anyway, I wrote right here, Buffalo Bill's next victim, he's going to be pretty upset when he learns she's a lesbian who specifically enjoys chubby Spanish women, because she's Dr. Han on Grey's Anatomy.
She also loves Tom Petty, which I'm cool with.
I don't. You have, honestly, there are very few things that are hateable about this movie, but one of them to me is how on the fucking nose it is to have this woman singing that song. She's a naive, carefree American girl singing a song in her car about being an American girl. Fuck you for that. Sing a different song. Tom Petty's got like 2 other songs that are decent.
But they're not as upbeat as American Girl.
Ugh.
He's a good girl.
Also,
I'm free. I did Free Fallin'. You know what? Free Fallin's a good one.
Hilarious.
You could have put in Free Fallin'.
I do wonder the age of the girl Tom Petty is singing about in this song. Because if you go back in time,
fucking
dude,
not.
More often than not,
No.
It's not a good age.
It's not. Let's not even think about it.
It's
Anthony
usually
Kiedis.
17 or less.
Anthony fucking Kiedis.
Yeah. How do you get away with that? Mustache?
You fucking write a bunch of bitchin' songs about California.
I like that he grew the mustache after doing the thing people with that mustache do.
He kind of got the haircut, too.
He's like, all right, well, I guess I'll play the part.
Oh, man.
It's a good thing I wrote that book.
I want to look like any pedophile rapist in the 90s. I'm on it. Just give me the alcoholic haircut from the 80s.
Perfect. And then make me so sun damaged that I look like a bag. That
wanna
look like
look
a knockoff bag in the Caribbean.
I want to look like a paper bag blowing in the breeze.
Fuck, dude. You wrinkled old shit. John Frusciante did 10 times more heroin than you, and he looks better.
I like Flea.
Yeah.
Are we just naming people from the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
You like Flea's dick? You like seeing Flea's dick more than once in your life, probably?
I mean, he also... I preferred him on the Wild Thornberries, but, I mean, if we're going to talk about seeing his dick, I guess. I
sure hope I didn't see his dick in the Wild Thornberries.
Yeah, because he was the fucking boy, Jay. He was the wild boy in the crazy wild boy from the Wild...
Which is just, I just imagine him walking into the sound booth doing 3 bumps and then just making noises. And that's the character.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Tasmanian devil.
That's like, I don't think they had to write a line. They're just like, all right, Flea. We know what you want to do.
Behave like you would at home. Fucking Flea. Anybody with that name.
Oh my god, I just keep thinking of like Family Guy too, and he's like, Brian brought fleas in. Like, hey Brian!
I would prefer actual fleas in my house. I could probably deal with them better.
Oh fuck. Oh my god. So yeah. Cut to just
hey, I don't care how
dark American girl.
I don't care how dark it is out. I'm gonna see someone with night vision goggles on at night, dude. I don't care where you are. I'm seeing that.
You mean you think you're gonna see somebody crouching in a parking lot in the middle of where you drive?
Not a fucking bush in sight. The dude's just there.
Not even behind a car. Yeah, and the headlights light him up.
I'm gonna see.
They point right at him.
First of all, at that time of night, I'm going to see a person near me. If they have night vision goggles on, I'm definitely going to see them.
That's like the next thing I'm going to notice is...
Hey, that's the scariest thing to see at midnight.
What are you doing out and about? Are you looking for a lost pet?
What's with the goggles?
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your SEAL team? Oh, there's none. Now I'm worried.
You know what I'm going to do is if I see somebody trying to load a chair into a thing at night with a broken arm, I'm going to say, don't.
Good luck, bud.
Yeah, you probably should have done that during the day.
You probably should have done that before you broke your arm.
You've been at that all day, huh, with that broken arm.
You're doing a 2-hand task knowing full well that you only have one. So yeah. I'm not helping because you dug this grave yourself.
And to be honest, like, he gets it. He lifts up that fucking chair. He's fine.
No, it's fine. So this is something that Ted Bundy actually did. And I can't remember if the woman sensed that something was off and left, or she was actually one of his victims. I think the former, because like obviously somebody would have had to have told the story. But that was like one of the ways that he would get victims was like, hey, I need help lifting this thing into the back of my fucking hatch here.
Yeah, then he positions it so you have to crawl in backwards.
Yeah. And this scene, first of all, she's dumb and deserves to get kidnapped for getting into the back of that van, having just met this man. Yep. And his voice sounds like that.
Oh
all
boy.
Right?
If like I'm not gonna do an impression.
That's it.
But season 1 of Family Guy, Chris.
Yeah. Oh, when he's being creepy.
When he's just being. I'd like that very much.
Yeah, that's what that is. And so, I liked that I didn't like that she got in, but I liked that he punched her square in the head 3 times, and dazed her. She didn't get knocked out. You could tell because she's groaning. I don't like in movies where somebody gets punched and is knocked out immediately. I've seen enough fight videos. This shit ain't realistic. I'm almost everyone's got a couple in them.
Fuck, what was I watching recently where they just kind of like, I was Lost, where you just hit somebody in the back of the head with a gun.
That's it.
They're asleep until you need them to wake up.
That's right.
It's so good.
That's also not how unconsciousness works.
There's an off button on the back of your head, and when you hit it with the back of a gun, it...
So, I have a friend who used to take Kung Fu, and...
Oh, yeah?
There is indeed...
Kung Fu?
There is indeed, at the bottom of your medulla, it's called a human off switch, except you don't wake up. If you get hit there hard enough, you just die.
It's that Abdullah oblongata that makes alligators so ornery.
Pardon me.
Waterboy.
Oh, okay.
Mama says.
Yeah. I think I only saw the movie once and I hated it.
Gators are so ornery because they got all them teeth, but no toothbrush to brush them with.
That's what the birds are for.
That's right. And it's a fucking crazy, wild nature that they just don't snap down on those birds.
Isn't it?
Free birds.
Yeah, man.
Free bird. So yeah, he fucking positions it so she has to crawl in backwards, and he's like, "Hey, say, are you a size 14?" Which is great. It's fucking crazy how good he is at spotting large women. I didn't know. I didn't.
Do you work at a department store, sir?
I don't consider size 14. I didn't consider that to be large until I saw this film. And then Buffalo's Bill like, size 14, big fat lady, huh?
Well, no, not even, because like
it's not. It can't be. She's got 2 C's in her thick. Like, it's not fat. Yeah,
it's not obese. Certainly, it's size fucking 14.
Well, he's walking around like, oh yeah, big fat women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he does enjoy them. I think it's more so for coverage. He's just being economical at that point. It's like, okay, well, that's fewer women that I have to kidnap and murder because they have so much to work with.
Jesus Christ.
I'm buying my fabric in bulk.
Oh, good Lord. So let's pull Jodie Foster from more training.
Yeah, again, she gets like 3 hits in the bag, and she is the bag. But yeah, let's just pull her right out of there.
Nothing at this point.
Yeah, she's got no self-defense knowledge whatsoever because she can't even fucking finish a drill.
Also I wrote, like, why is he cutting the clothes if he's so concerned with her size?
It's not the clothes he's interested in.
Wink.
Also, you've seen his frame. It's not like he'd be swimming in that. It'd be like a moo-moo on him.
We haven't seen his frame yet. We see a lot of his frame.
I saw those gangly legs.
So we let's go to a funeral. Well, that's where we're heading. We're heading to a small town.
Because in small towns the morgue is down the hall from an active funeral that's happening right now.
Yeah, apparently the morgue is just in the funeral home, which is one building.
So this is a whole, I'm going to play on the idea of sexism in the police force by saying that Jodie Foster's fucking sensibility is too delicate to talk about a corpse. So that's like a ploy to get some of the local cops here like away. But it's just rude as fuck.
Oh, it is. You could
have said anything.
You could have told her you were going to do that.
Yeah.
And then done it.
Let her in on some of the stuff. And then that's the other, like, why did you even bring her then?
Yeah.
What was the point of that?
Yeah.
So then she gets fucking basically sandwiched in like a cop submarine because it's 20 of them, all of whom are staring at either her eyes or tits interchangeably.
She was left in a room full of white male cops.
Horny male cops.
The worst place anybody could be. That's like the worst situation, is just a room full of
100%.
Yeah. So they fucking go off, and there's just a funeral happening.
So she pokes her fucking head in and makes it all about herself. Like,
unrelated.
I'm going to have a dad flashback by interrupting somebody else's grieving process.
Yeah.
A whole family, in fact.
By the way, I'm from the FBI. I'm looking at that naked, dead body in the basement. You're going to be smelling some shit later. We're going to be opening up that corpse we found in the river.
Yeah, we've had to dredge lakes, so I hope you brought your, I don't even know, Vicks Vapo Rub that we use.
I hope you brought that cream. The cream we're all going to put under our noses, because it's going to stink.
Menthol.
And we're just
is probably, it's just going to blend with the corpse rot smell. Like, that can't be better.
You'll never enjoy mint or eucalyptus again.
No, and I like both.
So, yeah, he's like, I don't want to discuss the sexual nature of this crime in front of Jodie. How about we just don't discuss a sexual crime at this fucking funeral?
Within earshot of people crying.
Yes, she's fucked in the butt. Dead body over here, just fucking, we gotta scrape the jizz off her back.
It's difficult to tell whether she's fat or bloated from the water.
Now that smell, is that her?
Open her mouth wider and let me get in that throat.
Is this what Miggs was talking about? Give me more of that cream. I can really smell what Miggs was talking about.
So they find a fucking bug cocoon in here.
Yeah, there's
in the throat of this bloated corpse, which I don't think at this point, hey, we had to fucking trawl with a net to get this corpse out of the. I wouldn't be surprised to see pieces of an insect inside of it.
True.
Like, I wouldn't think twice about that. So I guess I'm a bad detective. Shut up, Fallen.
Yeah, you might be. You might be.
I wouldn't have a second. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Bugs are in there. Of course they are.
It's a dead body that was in the river.
It's like their favorite place to be.
Have you ever seen anything dead?
Have you met a bug?
So yeah, they take like this picture of like her teeth, and from that she can just be like, yeah, there's something in the throat.
Yeah.
I can tell by the way you can't see the throat at all.
I can tell by the way that the tongue is the only thing I can see here.
Yeah, I can tell by the way that this dead body is just there, that there's something in it. And they pull out this bug cocoon, and they're like, oh, neat. And so she takes that to fucking...
Jurassic Park.
The horniest scientists who are just playing with bugs.
Let's go to Jurassic Park so that we could talk to the bug people.
Let's spend a night at the museum with the bug people.
Now, entomologists are not archaeologists.
Not really, no.
So why are we in the dinosaur museum for this bug inspection?
Where else do you keep every bug in existence? One of every bug for kids to look at through glass.
I mean, fair.
My question is, why are they playing? What kind of chess game are they playing where bugs are just pushing around other bugs?
Wizard's chess.
Oh, fuck. You think this is the inspiration?
For Wizard's chess?
JK,
well, that's the thing, right?
J.K. Rowling was like, yeah, transvestites and wizards chess.
Perfect for my book about how I hate both of those things.
Yeah. Fucking, let's use inappropriate words to describe people and wizards chess. Chess that plays itself.
I'm going to go on webcam without cleaning the black mold off the walls of my house.
Hell yeah. Wizard's chess.
So that's when we learned, this is when we learned that the moth carcass in the fucking woman is from somewhere very far away, so it's got to be somebody who keeps these.
Yeah.
So we narrowed that down to just anyone who's gross, because fucking bug people, man.
Anybody
who
doesn't squash the intruders in their house and instead puts them in a glass box. Now, look it's the FBI, Jay. All they have to do is go, where are these gross bugs coming from? Let's take a look at some manifestos.
Yeah, let's look at the flight logs from the only place this bug comes from.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Now I'll make some phone calls. And that's how this is done in the real world. But
they literally did do this.
But
you just don't ever see them do it.
What I would rather do is have the fucking cross-eyed freak immediately hit on me like every other guy I've met today.
Well, you know what?
You had two choices. You had a 50-50 shot about who was going to hit on Clarice Starling in this scene, and you chose the one that doesn't even know what he's hitting on because he can't see it.
The one that's too focused on the end of his nose.
The one who thinks he's about to get into a three-way right now with twins because he sees double.
He's cross-eyed. He's cross-eyed is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. He also smiles like he's committed rapes.
Or at least
thought really hard about it.
The thing is, like, she's the most open to this out of any of the other guys she's been hit on. She's like, oh, are you hitting on me? And he's like, yeah.
Do you know why?
Because he's not a threat?
Yes. Because he is so astronomically below her.
And he's also just quite open. Like, would you like to go for pizza and beer?
It probably appreciates how unsubtle it was. She was like, thank you for your frankness.
Hello, I have no idea how to talk to women, so I don't know what you like. Pizza and beer? Oh, and the house wine. The house wine. Of course.
Yeah. Wait, that little addition at the end, that's for the ladies, right? I'll take the cheeseburgers and beer.
Oh, my God.
Inviting a chick out for, hey, do you want to go on a gastric distress date with me?
Hell
you want to
yeah.
go on a date where we eat the kind of food that makes you go home early out of embarrassment?
Yeah, you want to go for a dinner that is definitely going to make sure we don't fuck later because of farts?
And also because it's nothing fancy. It's like a food cart outside of the museum.
So, which is probably where he would take her.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to bring the beers himself.
Look at him. He can't go too far from his bugs.
It's a medical thing.
He probably bangs in the bug room.
So they're like, this moth was, somebody grew and loved this moth. Cut right to Buffalo Bill in his dirty moth hole.
Right. That is what it is, dude.
We get a look at everything in his basement. It's moths, it's surgery room, and it's fucking hole with woman in it.
Honestly, he fucking stole the cabin from the Ring and moved in.
Oh, he also has a nude sewing station. My bad.
It's like halfway between a root cellar and a finished basement because some rooms have carpet but then just the block foundation walls of stone that you see in a New Zealand route, like fucking Lord of the Rings people build their houses out of this.
Yeah, there's nice wood floors, but then there's also the cement of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre basement.
The 100% correct. Right here I wrote, Buffalo Bill enjoys two things most: insects and thick necks.
Jesus Christ. I think we get the FBI is doing this thing where they do like a news thing, and they're like, the daughter of this, because it's
So he fucked right up. Buffalo Bill fucked right up. You're picking
up
a random stranger that happens to be the daughter of a senator in that state.
He's just out skulking for big girls.
So fucking immediately everyone's eyes are on him, and he's gonna get caught in a week and a half. That's just what happens when you abduct the senator's daughter.
And by the way, are there still senators? I thought that was like a Star Wars thing.
The senator, that's what you are like before you're president. It goes like senator, then it goes governor, then it goes like president.
Okay.
So if you're a senator, it's basically the same as like, you know how every time there's voting in this fucking dumb city that sucks dick and I have no choice but to hear about it? I'm getting automated text messages
I
from
hate that.
political representatives.
And they're like, hey, it's Bill from John's thing, and we just want your vote, please.
And then send it to 3 people, like chainmail. Like a fucking chainmail that gives you a virus on your phone.
Like an old email where it's like, you're going to have shit.
Or else your mom's going to die.
Yeah.
You better vote for me or else a piano's going to fall on your head tomorrow.
So people voted for Senator Palpatine is what you're because he's like a bad guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, originally, like, it's meant to be democratic. That's why you have an entire movie of jurisprudence. My favorite part about Star Wars, the political legalese.
The legislation.
Yeah, my favorite part.
The gigantic room of 1,000 chairs.
You only get to see 5 aliens, but you're trying to tell me that it's like the fucking intergalactic council of dickheads? Also, you know they get into accidents in the air with those things.
Oh, yeah.
Some fucking old politician with dementia just hits the button too hard.
Just fucking scoots right across, just crashes into another planet alien.
Fuck!
Galactic war.
Tariffs.
Jesus. You know who they should have had shooting bullets at Trump that one time? Miggs.
Yeah, dude.
That guy
would have hit him first shot. Bop.
That dude would have been curving bullets around a corner. It's good aim. It's got good aim is what I'm trying to say.
Wanted, yeah.
Fuck.
Dodging pigs.
So,
let's have the fucking mom. Let's have the senator hit up a press release here where we appeal to the emotions of a known mutilating serial killer. This is always something, and because this is real life shit. This is stuff that they do. They'll have the mom of a kidnapped victim come on. I feel like it's not really appropriate for Buffalo Bill because he'll probably watch that TV and be like, man, I wish I looked like that. And that's as far as he thinks about it. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
With the tits I'm about to harvest when I'm that age. I hope they're that perky.
Boy, oh boy.
That's what her mom looks like? Wow. When I dry her flesh out after harvesting it. Maybe I will resemble the same.
That was the one thing the basement was missing was a tanning rack.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, it's a great point.
I want him sharpening fucking shaving razors on that, like leather.
Maybe he plans to just moisturize the flesh the whole time, I guess.
Well, that's, yeah. I'd never put together, I mean, I did, but like it took me years of watching this movie to put together that he's making her lotion up so that the skin's still good to use.
Right?
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. And if
I appreciate not being given an explanation legitimately for that and having to think.
What do you think? He was just like, I want you to smell like lavender.
It's my mom wore it.
What I really like is like, give me that lotion back. Put the lotion on yourself. I also need the lotion. I've only got one bottle.
It's very dry in this basement.
I plan on tucking my penis into my thighs.
I don't want it to get stuck.
I want it to be a slippery dick. So the tucking doesn't take as long.
Oh my god. Maybe he tucks it up.
Like a button?
Like around and in.
Oh, like he's tying like a okay,
hence
like
hence
up
the
in
lotion.
The butt. He's visiting his neighbor. I see. I thought you meant like he was just like pushing it up inside his body.
No.
Like,
We don't like that.
unfortunately, some people are
Capable of? Sometimes it happens involuntarily.
So you say capable like it's like
a skill, like a talent they've honed?
Nah, it's a misfortune.
Yeah.
It's a misfortune brought on by several factors.
Yeah, most of which are God's hate.
And a large pubis. And a large pubis.
Pubic mound, as it were.
Large mound, small penis. Small penis.
It's like a meadow with a small twig.
Small twig.
Large mound. The tree in the Windows screensaver.
Oh God! So we're back at Lecter's, and he's fucking. I love that the fucking doctor in charge of this asylum and Hannibal Lecter are just like, fuck you, man. No, fuck you.
I'm sick of this shit.
You just giving each other the finger through the glass.
Yeah. You're in there.
Like at the one point they have like gospels playing on a television in front of his thing. He's like, as soon as you leave, they're gonna turn that up, and that's all.
He seems like the type to be sophisticated enough not to really care. Like, yeah, I'll listen to a sermon. At least I like it, from like a religious history standpoint, it might actually be like interesting for him.
He's into the classical music. The classical music sounds exactly like church music to me. So
That's fair.
I imagine he'd be at least into the music.
Mm-hmm. He does like the piano aspect of it, especially. So yeah, why not? I just wrote stuff at Chilton because I'm sick of him. His whole character is he wants the glory of being able to say, I house the criminal that helped us catch serial killers. I am integral to the efforts of the FBI. Give me fame.
Yeah.
Or money. Either way, all he does is fucking gum up the works with his existence. He just gets in the way of shit. And like, yeah, I'm entitled to the... And like, Clarice, you win because I have the trump card. It's, here's the most important person ever. You just call them and bitch. How's that? You want to get fired?
Yeah, you want to talk to my boss about this?
I very much get the impression from Chilton as a character that he wasn't the greatest psychiatrist on earth and didn't choose to work here. He was placed.
It seems like a pretty decent place to be placed.
Babysit the Mongoloids. Like, that's the only thing he could be responsible for.
If you put it like that. All right. All right.
Make sure the Mongoloids don't get out. Actually, that's fucking Barney's job anyway. All he does is eavesdrop.
My name is Barney. Don't get close to the glass.
He just got it down.
So, we're gonna talk to fucking Lecter here.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's a deal. And the deal is he gets to move to another hospital far away from Chilton.
Yeah.
And he gets a yearly visit to Plum Island.
Plum Island, where he can stick his toesies in the sand.
Magical Plum Island, under the supervision of a SWAT team.
Can't say I've ever heard of it. Kind of gave me Guantanamo Bay vibes.
A little bit.
There's some nice wordplay with the word turns in here. I don't remember what the fucking context was.
Yeah, I don't remember
I wrote
either. He takes one look at the paper and he's like, the Plum Island Animal Disease Research Center. Sounds charming. And this is where the quid pro quo comes into play, because he'll give you information to save this girl, but he's probably beating off to your memories.
He's mentally beating off right now, and then later on he'll be doing it again physically. I will say that because it's super important to know that discourtesy is unspeakably ugly to him. However, describing a fat person as roomy is not courteous. As a matter of fact, it's as discourteous as saying fat cunt. Was she a big fat piece of shit with her fat? Just because,
oh my God.
Just because you changed the word, if you're using it to mean the same thing, you're saying the same thing.
Was the dead girl big?
Very impolite of you, Hannibal.
I think I fucking laughed so hard when he asked that.
Roomy, dude.
Oh my God.
Like an Airbnb.
Or her hips roomy?
With a tall roof.
Holy shit.
And then once again, he asked Clarice about whether or not she got fucked during this conversation.
Yeah. He mentions the moth. Oh, she's like, yeah, what's the moth about? And he's like, it's to signify change. He wants to change.
Transform. Transform.
Yes. But If we're gonna get any information out of fucking Dr. Lecter,
Let's talk about your horrible, horrible childhood.
yeah, let's talk about how your parents are dead and you were sent to live on a ranch with your family.
And had no choice but to listen to the slaughter of small animals. That's a later conversation, though.
Yeah, she says she lived there briefly, and oh my god,
Was it ever brief?
that's all it took for Hannibal to be like, what? Did the rancher make you suck his dick? Did he fuck you in the butt? No, man, the lambs were loud. The sheep were loud.
Have you been on a farm? The animals don't really shut up.
The barnyard animals screech
It was
all night.
It was very hard for me to have nightmares about my dad, mother, and father over all that racket.
So no, Hannibal. No.
We didn't have time to touch me. He was busy farming. Have
you
you ever
ever-
watched Yellowstone? It's an all-day affair.
You ever watch Little House on the Prairie? Those people are getting up at fucking 5 a.m.
Oh my god, dude.
to feed the barn life.
Yeah? And you better not fuck that up either.
Oh, yeah. The Amish don't take too kindly to... I don't even know if they were Amish, but they might as well have been Amish.
It's West Virginia. Everybody's Amish.
Oh, my God. So they fucking talk about Bill. And, like, I really like that... Like, yeah, this lady's gonna... We know that there's this lady in danger.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got all the information, and we'll see. We'll see how in danger she really is. Why don't you go ahead and call every clinic that does gender reassignment surgery and just see if they've all rejected the same person for not being an actual transgender person, but for just having a fucked up life. Why don't you go ahead and do that? That seems like that's going to take weeks.
There's
to
only
do.
3 as it turns out.
Oh, yeah, and you know how they just love giving you...
Oh, they love violating HIPAA by giving away patient files.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure
Huge
do.
fan of that.
So this is another thing that they just go do and don't show.
Yeah.
Not only are they checking with customs to look for moths, they're also fucking calling all these places.
Some of these things, in all honesty, I'm fine with not seeing them because
Yeah.
boring.
Absolutely.
Because boring. 18 phone calls, I'd rather not.
What I like to do is find out afterwards at the end, like, yes, so he was right.
And then
we looked and it was good.
you also get the opportunity to do more things while you know that's happening in the background,
Yeah.
which is how to fill a movie. Because this one is quite slow. And if you take stock of everything that happens, not a shitload, but you're entertained the whole time because the stuff that they do show, even though it does happen slowly, is still a good watch.
It's not things you see in your fucking average Netflix film. I'll tell you that.
That's right.
I don't know too many films that do a lot of the stuff that happens in this film,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably for the best. Because I mean, once you do it once, I mean,
I've seen a few decomposing bodies in bathwater. Okay,
sure.
this one, visually striking, we'll call it.
Visually striking. I will say the penis tucked betwixt the legs.
Yeah.
It visually striking. Visually striking.
I've really only seen 2 people ever do that, and the other one's Steve-O.
The other one, Steve-O. How about was it Clerks 2? No, it's Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That's what it is.
You're right. You're right.
He does the exact thing in the parking lot.
I think it is Clerks 2, actually.
I think it's Jay and Silent Bob because I don't think I've seen Clerks 2. But I could be wrong. Right in.
Because they're out front of it.
Yeah,
I think.
and it's right before he does the $15 little man, put that shit in my hand.
That's
If the money doesn't show, then you're gonna owe me, oh. The Jungle of Love.
I think I want to know.
Yo.
Morris Day in the Time.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it is, but I do remember that.
You gotta. I'm pretty sure it's Clerks 2. I don't remember either. Fuck.
Fucking Lecter. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably a line they should have cut. He thinks he's a transsexual, but he's 1,000 times more savage and terrifying.
Implying that transsexual people by nature are savage and terrifying.
Nice one. really nice one from the psychiatrist in the glass box.
Oh shit.
Really good things to say.
Whew.
This is a book.
It was a simpler time.
It was a written
Okay.
book.
Simpler times.
They published this book, and it was so good they made it into a movie, Jay.
Okay, like when this book came out, though, probably we were still putting like
The simple
women in asylums for having their period.
We we were putting away the pinheads. We kept the pinheads in the closet.
The pinheads, dog.
This is the scene right here. We come to the fucking. We push the lotion in the basket.
Yeah.
I
like that he takes time away from absolutely scaring the shit out of his kidnapped victim to baby talk his dog still.
Yeah.
Just making sure Precious is comfortable.
Yeah, I know this seems disturbing, Precious, but you're all right.
You're fine.
It's not happening to you.
You'll eat later.
I'm not going to wear your skin. I'm not going to tuck my penis in.
That's the only way you'd be able to wear it. It's the smallest dog. That's the only thing that's going to fit in that skin.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. So he fucking, like, I love when he's like, it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. And the dog's like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Get that fucking lotion on there, eh?
Fuck you.
Fucking bitch.
I also love that the dog is credited. If you're watching this on Amazon Prime, which I was, the dog is credited. It's got a name.
Is it Precious?
No, it's like Darla. Darla. Bad dog name. It's a
Bad dog name.
That's a lady who drives a truck. That's her name.
It's a lady who drives a truck and picks you up.
You're the lot lizard. So yeah, I like that he's like, I want the lotion back, please.
Yeah.
Please, lotion.
Well, it's, it doesn't come cheap. Every time he's got to go outside, he's got to, like, change his clothes.
Yeah. It puts the fucking lotion in the basket.
His scream impression is fucking so creepy, dude.
I laughed so hard. She's like weeping and he's like,
oh yeah. She just saw like bloody scratch marks and an embedded fingernail like the ring in the side of the fucking well she's trapped in.
Oh my God,
and realized exactly what the score is. And he's just fucking mocking her, dude. Rude.
Like kissing his dog on the fucking mouth and just like, yeah, that's what you sound like.
And then like tonal match cut because then we go back to Chilton talking to Hannibal, antagonizing the shit out of him because he's strapped to a fridge cart and can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you undo these straps and then we'll see how loud your mouth is.
For real.
Holy fuck.
That, fucking love that. He's like, so,
you're never getting out. You're gonna be in here forever.
Chilton fucking straps. How do they get Hannibal Lecter strapped to the fridge dolly? How do they?
I'll answer your question with 3 words. He lets them.
He has to.
There's no way.
Get on the fridge dolly, Lecter.
No.
Well,
quid pro quo. I'll get on the fridge cart if you tell me how many times you were molested as a kid.
All right. This is the last time I'm telling you. It was 30. Now get on that fucking cart.
Describe 15 through 26.
Which one was your favorite? So, they got him strapped to this fucking cart, and Chilton's just like, you know what? I called the governor, and she has no fucking idea about any deal. And I was like, oh, shit. Because he's like, also like, then I talked to her, and I got you a deal to move to Memphis.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so he's just lying to piss off Hannibal Lecter to make himself look better. So he can be like, yeah, I brokered the deal, not them.
Yes.
But.
That's right. Also, this whole attitude that he's given, I think, is because, like, Chilton wants power. So he's jealous of the fact that Hannibal, before being caught, was a very successful psychologist, which also leads me to believe that he's not good. Like, he sucks. And that's why he's stuck here.
Yeah, that's why he's in charge and not the people looking after him.
Yeah, like we're bringing in other people to do the dissections because you can't even manage that.
Yeah, we need somebody to sit at the big desk in the room and then ask people if they know the rules.
Yeah.
That's all he's good for. It's like, he's even like, when she's like, yeah, I'm just going to go in there by myself. He's like, well, you could have fucking told me that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have come down the 2 flights of stairs.
God, it's a lot of walking for me.
To the hallway of nut.
Hallway of nut and nuttier.
Oh, those nuts in their nut.
Ugh.
So fucking, yeah, he's got him strapped to this board and he's like, yeah, so I got you this deal and all you got to do is tell me the name. Tell me the name of Buffalo Bill. We've been calling him Buffalo Bill. But I forget why they call him that. I feel like that was just a nickname he got given at some point.
Jodie Foster says that it was a joke from a different precinct because this one skins his humps, which is a double entendre because they assume that he's fucking them. I don't believe that he is. I think he wishes his penis wasn't.
Yeah, I think he's more like, I think he wishes that he was being fucked.
Yeah.
That seems like more his thing, because I don't think he really likes to look at his penis at all, to be honest.
No, he definitely does take it out of his own sight line.
He hides it like an Easter egg.
I don't want to hunt for that.
Well, to be honest, he hides it next to 2 different Easter eggs.
Yeah. Looking like a fucking mountain climber's backpack, 2 carabiners hanging down.
Oh, you sitting gum? Oh!
Should get a doctor to look at that. I don't think you're supposed to shit the inside. Good goddamn.
Fuck. So yeah, he's like, Barney, get out of here. Just leave, Barney. I'm gonna talk to this guy myself. And this whole time, he's talking to Lecter. Lecter's just eyeing up this pen.
Yeah, well, retard over here decides to drop the pen and forget it exists.
Broke his own rule about not bringing anything that could be a weapon into his cell.
Sure did.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, you think like you would notice like the whole time he's just looking at the pen. Be like, oh, you're right. Thanks for reminding me about the pen.
Like, how do you not make eye contact and see what he's looking at and be like, oh, my pen, like, yeah, I better grab that.
You can tell he's not listening.
Also, they give him a fucking towel. You couldn't strangle someone to death with a towel?
Oh, you could. I mean, there's all kinds of things. I could think of 20 other things you could do with a towel.
Yup.
Just put it in their mouth until they die, you
That's
know?
right.
Put it up their butt until they die.
Put it in them anywhere until they die.
Put it over their face after it's been in their butt.
Ew.
Till they die.
Of pink eye.
So yeah, it turns out the FBI did bluff, and fucking he's going to Memphis, and you know we get this nice shot of Washington D.C. for no reason, and then a nice little voiceover going, we're transporting Lecter to Memphis.
The immense police force detail at this airport, and then when he's getting transferred, let's have 2 guards on deck.
Oh yeah.
They have the whole fridge cart system and the fucking mask and everything. 35 cops show up just so that he can talk to the senator, ask her about her fucking nipples. Her fucking...
Yeah, it's really odd. Maybe breastfeeding something has some sort of correlation
it's
to
Oedipal. He's going Sigmund Freud about it and being like, because you had your mom's titty in your mouth, that's why you're all fucked up.
Oh, I was thinking like you breastfed her, that's why she's so hardy. That's why she's so roomy.
Roomy, dude. Best part of this conversation, he does give up some names, but it's not entirely true.
Louis Friend,
which I hear that and I go, hey, how about you give me the real name?
Yeah, how about
instead of the one that ends in friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's last name is Friend.
Nobody's last name is Friend who does this.
Because they would have had some.
Yeah, exactly.
But he does, as they're carting him away again, he says to the senator, "Love your suit," which is a little subtle nod to the fact that her daughter is going to be skinned alive and worn, and he knows that because he knows Buffalo Bill.
Ugh, yeah. I didn't put that together. I just thought it was a nice compliment.
Also, when she gets killed, where's it gonna tickle ya? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, there was like a whole thing about how when you cut a guy's leg off, you can still feel the tickle.
When you go and identify your daughter's body at the morgue, are you gonna giggle about it?
That's
You're gonna
really
feel a tingle in
weird.
your feet? Rude thing to say.
Real fucking weird.
Yeah. But that's his whole thing though. Is like, I'm gonna throw you off your game so that when I tell you the truth, you don't even clock it.
Yeah. And so they just like, send him back to wherever he came from, as if like she could have made the trip. She could have made the trip there.
Yeah,
a lot of work to bring Lecter here.
It probably would have been easier for her to make the trip.
Yeah. And then so as they're like, all right, get out of here. He spouts off. I think it's like a description
stuff,
in an address, and it's all chutzpah. It's all.
The description's the only accurate thing that he says.
Yeah. So that I guess that's enough for him to stay in Memphis. Welcome to Memphis.
So fucking.
This is where Jodie Foster brings his artwork.
Yeah, and the security guard asks if it's true that he's a vampire. Hey, you're fired. because you believe in bullshit nonsense.
Yep.
And you are in law enforcement, sir.
Yep.
So go home.
I like my cops to have no nonsense.
That's exactly the level of nonsense I expect police to bring to the table.
That's exactly the level.
We do get to see a very quickly but well sketched out Clarice holding a lamb dressed in Jesus clothing, and there's crosses in the background. Obviously, okay, Hannibal Lecter has turned her into a savior figure, and the lamb is who she's trying to save. But that's after this conversation anyway.
I thought it was just he watched a lot of that gospel show and was just like, this is what it's all. He just turned around, turned his whole life around.
The whole point is Clarice has a fucking savior complex because her dad died, and that's why she's in the behavioral sciences area of law enforcement, because she thinks that she can avenge the death of her father by being able to preemptively predict and then stop crimes before they happen.
And also,
I'm going to get this job so that it doesn't happen to anybody else ever again.
And also, she's really good at climbing that rope ladder.
And she's fucking, she excels at rope ladder.
Needed a job where she could show off those skills.
Yeah. Because the swing by the creek doesn't impress anyone.
Nobody's there to watch. So when Dr. Lecter speaks, he says a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And the whole point of what he says right here is like, it's really simple. He covets things.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me about the screaming lambs.
Trying to lead her to the answer, which is kind of irritating because you're being a little bit too vague for anybody to put together in person. Like, so what do we covet? Oh, the things that we see. Cool, man. We all got eyes and wake up in the morning.
Yeah. You know what I covet is the flesh of women.
Yeah, narrow it down a little more.
I covet their vaginas. I want to wear a vagina.
I want to be a vagina.
I want to have a vagina. I covet the vagina.
So the whole lamb story is allegorical for her own inner turmoil. I wrote down a bunch of analysis shit this time because the movie's too good to make fun of.
That's fair.
And yeah, so she actually is the lamb. The whole point, she's on the ranch when she's 10. She's only there for 2 months. Lamb starts screaming, reminds her of herself subconsciously because she's currently in grief about the death of her parents as it is. So then she's like, well, I'm going to take one and leave. I'm saving myself. Anyway, Hannibal likes that story a lot.
Sure does. Yeah, she tries to save one lamb. She runs a couple miles. The cops pick her up. They kill the lamb anyway, and she goes to live on an orphanage.
Well, I mean, Hannibal wanted chops.
Yep.
So you gotta break a few eggs to get lamb chops.
Hey, that's not how a barn works.
I'm a little confused as to why he's being given so much fucking freedom as to have a million things he can kill somebody with inside this cell and no fucking restriction whatsoever.
I don't think the cops in Memphis, they either didn't pay attention to the rules or they simply didn't care.
They brought him in on a fridge cart.
Yeah.
That usually, to me anyway, would be an indicator that, oh, he should probably stay strapped to something.
I guess they trust the two cops who are in the room with him to really keep an eye on him and not
he's
talk
got a
about
lot of
barbecue
room to
and
move around
Elvis.
in there too. Yeah.
He sure does. He's got a fucking toilet. He's got a privacy screen.
How long is he being held for here?
He's got a tape recorder.
Is this forever?
I don't think so, because I think it's like he was supposed to be like an actual hospital, so they're probably like an in between, but like you've got this huge room already set up with a gigantic cage in the middle of it with a functioning toilet.
Why is that?
Yeah, what also, the fuck goes on in this room?
Also, why is it on the 5th floor where nobody goes?
Yeah, and like, why? Just why?
There's no guard rotation.
Nope, nothing.
There's no check-in from downstairs like every hour on the hour.
There's no asking him if he swallowed a pen. There's nothing. So he's sitting on this. Yeah. So she, Clarice gets carted out by Chilton while they're like talking before.
Yeah.
And I don't think that because he doesn't give her the answer. She gets carted out.
Well, here's what pisses me off about that. He goes, the answer you're looking, because, okay, part of it was he wanted to see the case file for Buffalo Bill, so she hands him over that. And then when he gives it back, he says, the answer you're looking for, the identity of Buffalo Bill, is right in these pages. Which, to me, now I'm no sleuth. Okay, I'm no Sherlock Holmes. I'm no, another good detective. I'm no Gregory House here, okay?
He's a doctor.
But I'm going to take that sentence literally because of course it is. You've been tricky with wordplay up to this point. I'm going to look in the book.
I'm probably gonna look in the book.
You
Yeah.
probably wrote some shit in the fucking book, didn't you?
And lo and behold,
He has a million writing utensils in there. Uses the pen he stole.
yeah, what did he wrote something. I don't remember what he wrote in the book.
About how it's like 5 dead bodies so far from Buffalo Bill.
That's right,
and they've
yeah.
all been dumped in random spots, but they're not random.
They're not. I don't think do we ever go back to finding out more about how they're not random or how they are random?
No, it kind of just leads her to the first one because that was the outlier. Okay, one victim got weighed down.
Ah, yes.
So there's got to be something to that, and it's because it's the first victim. Which, I mean, serial killers, their first victim's going to tell you the most because they don't know what the fuck they're doing yet. Usually it's an accident.
Fair. Yeah, this guy. Keep my eye on you.
Hey.
Keep my eye on you.
Boo.
You gotta fucking move your own furniture next time.
Mm.
Yeah, this is where she gets carted off, and I feel like he doesn't want to give her the answer because Chilton's right there.
Yes.
Or else he would have just been like, yeah, it's his name is fucking Gum. Was it Gumby? Gum Jambalaya?
James Gum, I believe.
Ah, yes, as any regular person's name would be.
Yeah, that's definitely a real name of a person, and not the name of a brand of gum.
I mean, I don't know how she found this one guy with all the people who are clearly named James Gumb.
Yeah, good. There's something about words that end in UMB that I immediately think you're retarded if that's your name. Like, it's an uphill battle proving otherwise.
Humby Jumby.
Yeah,
might
I don't.
As well be.
I would not have you build a rocket for me.
No.
I might have you build a toy rocket.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm not going to expect it to fly.
Yeah, it's definitely not putting a real motor in that one. So, yeah, they card her out, and she goes back to Baltimore, where she belongs. And this is where they bring him a second dinner. I don't know why the fuck they're bringing him a second dinner.
I mean,
he's a killer.
It's good for hobbits. It's good for me.
That's fair. That's fair. Also, like, pork chops.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring the guy.
Lamb chops.
Let's bring the killer who's in jail a nice meal.
How about let's bring the killer who's in jail sharp bones?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that either.
Just think that through for a second.
Do you think he was trying to time that out so that she would be there when the lamb chops arrived?
They're just late.
Like, come on.
Chilton fucked his whole strategy up. I was like, damn it, I wanted her to scream at that.
So Hannibal's sitting on the toilet, and he's sitting on the shitter when they bring him this second meal, and
Perfect.
They don't.
It's like, perfect. I just made room.
They don't ask any questions like, "Hey man, why didn't you flush? Why didn't you wipe?" It's because he's regurgitating a pen behind the privacy window.
Yeah,
that's why he's
beautiful.
And that's like, man, you're a psychiatrist. You eat people. Of course you can regurgitate a pen.
Mm-hmm. He's like David Blaine.
Of course you can hold a pen in your belly and regurgitate it when you really need it.
It's like that one comedian from Just for Laughs who would do it with a goldfish.
It's like the dude who would swallow pool balls and regurgitate them in order.
Same guy.
Fuck. So good.
That was great, yeah.
That's how you die real quick.
It's also not magic. That's just something he can do that's fucking crazy.
I just want to know how you do that so I can do it.
I want to know how you learned you can do that. Like, did you start small?
I feel
Golf
like
balls?
Maybe there was like
You're going to work your way up to billiards?
an upsetting circumstance that
Next stop, bowling.
Next stop, men. Men's balls.
You'd be surprised how many balls I can fit down there. I've been practicing. With elephants. I imagine elephants' testicles to be roughly the size of a pool ball. Probably bigger.
They gotta be. Have you ever seen an elephant's dick like drags on the dirt, man? When they get a boner, that shit's in the dirt.
Well, if it drags on, it can't be that hard if it's dragging.
Every fucking elephant's got to have a UTI. That's crazy. That's just craziness.
Ew.
Oh, good lord. So, yeah, while they're bringing in the food, it's like, hey man, don't put that fucking shit on my drawings.
You know what's so funny too is like he has so many things in there that he could have easily made a lockpick out of. He didn't even need to steal the pen.
No.
You have at least charcoal. All right, you can carve that.
You have a tape recorder.
Yeah, that's got metal parts in it.
That's full of small metal parts.
Fair point. And
Anyway.
it's just chained to the table. Like, you can just
Is it
fix
even?
that.
I didn't even notice it was chained. I thought it was
There
just...
was around the handle, like, that fucking matters. Like, you can't with just your 2 hands take that handle right the fuck off.
Yeah, as if you can't unscrew it and get in there.
No problem.
Whatever.
You're giving me also a spool of fucking cassette tape shit. I could choke you to death with that too.
That would be rough. That would be a rough way to go. That'd be
If I was highly motivated?
just keep snapping. Fuck!
Damn it!
Die Hard Straits, you...
I don't fucking...
Can't
I
think of
didn't
any
want to
other
rip
band.
this part. It has the song I like on it.
Oh my god, this is like... This is that part from American Girl where he goes, all right. Oh yeah!
Fuck.
So yeah,
Erica Hahn.
the only...
She's actually a big bitch in Grey's Anatomy. Like, I hate her. It's fine.
Stop thinking about her.
You did Callie dirty, Erica.
She can't hurt you. She's dead. She's in a hole. So yeah, their way of securing this fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Sit
The guy who's
back
got
to the bars.
he's got a book full of rules just to meet the guy. There's a book of rules.
And we'll put one set of handcuffs on you against the bars, leaving your feet and face free.
Beauty.
Love that.
So he's got to move he puts the food on the ground right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he just didn't leave it on the fucking ground. You know what I would have done? Left it on the fucking ground.
Perfect right there.
Yep.
Actually, matter of fact, eat with your hands tied. I don't
Yeah.
know how. I'll feed you.
You fucking psychiatrist, figure it out. So while he's like fumbling with the drawings, and it's like trying to make a place for him to fucking eat his food, I guess.
Yeah.
They're giving this guy a lot of grace for somebody who
Tons.
eats people's faces when they get too close.
Too much, one might argue.
So in bending down to pick up the food again, he gets cuffed.
So now I don't know if we're in Tennessee or Texas. I think it's Texas.
We're in Tennessee. We're in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, well, there's a Memphis and Texas as well. It would make more sense what I'm about to say if it was Texas, but I would assume that the vibe is, oh, we're big, strong cops, and this is some frail old man, so he doesn't need that much security.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the Texas would be like, Texans, we're big. I don't know if the vibe is the same in Tennessee, but only having 2 guys on deck for the repeated serial killer and eater.
That's interesting. It's a good, interesting choice.
And we're not on rotation. Nobody's coming to these motherfuckers could have been dead all day and nobody would know.
I don't know why they just didn't put him in like that Magneto box from X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, he's
like under the water in a plastic box.
Well, the problem is, I mean, they're just freely going into the box.
That's a great big issue.
Really great to do that.
No, especially when you're going to die.
Because that is indeed what happens here.
So yeah, he gets cuffed. To his surprise, he gets cuffed and handcuffed to the thing because he's picked the lock. I think that's all he does to him at first, and he walks over to the other guy and just starts biting his face because he lets him do that.
Takes a part of his face off. Well, he gets dazed by the door getting closed on him, which silly.
Yeah,
but that's fine. The sillier part for me
was it unloading the mace?
It was unloading the mace 5 inches from his own eyes.
Oh yeah,
it's an aerosol spray, dog. You're gonna get some of that back.
He's immune to it.
He's been maced too many times. He's just got very strong eyes.
He's been getting maced by MIGs
fucking
for 8 years.
Yeah, Chilton's been over here cutting onions near me this whole time. I can never cry.
Little do they know that only made me stronger. So yeah, he does that. He maces the dude in the face.
Which that would burn so bad with a face wound.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck! I wouldn't even care about my eyes. That would probably hurt less.
Yeah. At what point does the mace just kind of like you've maced him to the point where
it's chemical mace too? So like that's not great.
No, I'm not sure what that is, but I know it's more than pepper spray.
I'm sure it's acidic. Is my point.
Ugh. So yeah, he maces that guy. He beats the other guy to death with one of the billy clubs.
Yeah, he does.
As he's like just jamming out to his like I don't know.
It's probably
Beethoven.
Yeah.
It's probably Beethoven. Who knows? It's a dead guy. It's a dead.
It's a dead fucking guy who did this on a fucking piano for a while.
You can tell. You can really tell he's a dead guy by the way his music sucks. But he's just like jamming out to classical music. And he finds a little pocket knife. You can hear the other cop crawling.
Yeah.
He's like crawling to safety. And he's like, I'm coming for you.
Ready when you are.
And then we just get to these cops who are just super concerned with what floor the elevator's on.
You got I don't understand. You know who's up there, and you know if they're coming down. Why? It's to return the plate. They just brought food up.
Yeah.
Why are you so baffled that somebody's coming back down?
Yeah, what do you mean nobody went up to floor 5? The guys did with the food.
Sure did. And also they chill up there like all day. So it stops at 3 though. So we're going to take the stairs. Must have been a hot summer in Tennessee because they get up 2 flights of those stairs and everybody is drenched in sweat. They're fucking soaked. Like they just got out of swimming pool.
They're out of shape cops. They eat pork chops all day.
Yep. They just had pork chops on deck too,
Just
didn't
sitting
they?
around. Oh yeah, fancy ones too.
Because I can tell you right now, they wouldn't have left the precinct for that.
Nope.
Fuck that guy.
Yep.
You know?
He's a face eater. Fuck that fuck. So,
But this is what I mean, like, when there's no, like, how is there no additional security for this guy? He had all the time in the world to rock out to one of his favorite songs and then remove someone's face and then create a whole blood eagle.
oh, I just a straight up blood angel even.
Yep.
I mean,
and
we'll say eagle because the American flag was involved, but you know.
I like, did you have hours? How long is dinner time?
I would assume that his years of doing this already.
Oh, he's got a system?
Yeah, like let me get in the guts. It's a big circle cut for the guts. The guts come out. I don't know how he cut the face off so nice and like cut it in a way to make people believe that the cuts were the other way around and it was cut into his face and not cut off his face.
It's a great point.
Like why would Hannibal Lecter cut into his face and then just leave? You know? He's hungry for face.
Well,
maybe that's like the reason too. He didn't like, because I don't think he even like really bit into his face. He just bit his face.
Just one part of it, yeah.
He's like, I'm going to preserve the face.
He does, however, mangle it further. I think probably just to be very convincingly nearly comatose from injury.
Yeah, I guess. So the elevator goes up to 5. And like, oh, well, who's taking the elevator 5?
You got 3 options. 2 of them are fine.
And oh no, here comes the elevator stopping at 3. Oh no.
All right, well, let's fucking go to 3 then.
Yeah.
That's jump height. You can survive a jump out of 3.
You can. I've seen it happen. I've never seen it happen.
I mentioned this on the podcast before, but Ted Bundy did it.
Okay. All right. I've seen Bam Margera do it, but there's always a bush involved.
Yeah, or a skateboard.
They burst in. They see the blood orgy, the blood angel.
Yeah.
It's fun that Hannibal decided he cut up this one guy, but left the other guy just kind of cut up a little bit.
It's fine. I mean, this place looks like the kind of space that would have an art gallery in it. Maybe this is just his audition.
There's also, I think there's gunfire too. That's what like really sets them off. Like, oh, gunfire.
Yeah.
Just in case we weren't thinking that there was something bad happening with the elevator. Gunfire.
The reason why he took he sent the elevator down to 3 was so that he could dump a body on top of it and make it harder to figure out that he's wearing somebody else's face while he's trying to escape.
Face and clothes. He swaps clothes
that's
too.
right.
So he definitely saw that cop's penis. Think he didn't look at that penis? Little Freudian penis look.
It's like, bet you can't tuck that.
Your mother's penis.
Your mother's penis.
Seems like something he might say.
Fuck.
So yeah, they're like, oh, they
wait way too long. Sorry, in the fucking lobby too. Like,
yeah, they do.
Okay, if you think it's Hannibal coming down the elevator, all right, you hit the emergency stop button and you keep him in there. We don't wait for him.
Smart.
You don't wait for him to get to the ground floor and step out like, oh hey.
Well, I mean,
fuck.
And also, like, do you think he's dumb? Do you think he's stupid?
Exactly.
Do you think he's gonna go down to the ground floor where there's 1,000 police?
He's pretty historically not stupid. Like that was like the whole thing.
Like he's gonna step up and you're just gonna light him up.
Yeah, that's how this works.
However, I don't know how he didn't know that they're like that floor 3 was a good floor to go to.
It's just far enough down that he doesn't have to because he's got to get the body on the roof of the elevator, right? So then he can roll it out the door.
He himself didn't go down to the floor 3.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. All right. So,
the paramedics show up, and if there was any way for any cop to tell that it's Hannibal with somebody else's face on, the fucking ambulance, whatever, I guess you just call him an EMT, mashes a towel down on his face in a way where it seems like he's trying to kill him. Dude's like, don't worry, you're gonna be okay. Here's this fucking towel on your
Yeah.
fucking face, huh?
I gotta put pressure on the wound. The wound is the whole face.
Which makes him have a whole seizure. Which, I mean, yeah, you have medical knowledge enough to know what's gonna get you into the back of the ambulance fastest. Sure,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
likely. Now, myself, when October rolls around,
Halloween.
yeah, that magical time of the year, October 31st. When I step outside, I don't go, a bagool. I go, that's a child in a mask.
Okay.
'Cause I know what a mask
you
looks
can
like on
tell.
a face.
Yeah, right.
Because of eyes and eyelids
Yeah.
and mouths and noses.
Mhm.
So
I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can tell.
this is exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure how any of the cops walked in, didn't look down and go, that looks exactly like Anthony Hopkins in a mask. That's fucking wild. How this doesn't look anything.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't know what happened to our friend,
Oh.
but his face is mashed over another face.
It's another good point, because it's like, oh, I can't help but notice this guy I've been working with for years enough to be upset at his death has changed in size and stature drastically in the past 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't really look at all like the same guy, except for the face. That's good enough for me.
His hairline is exactly like the man in the cages. He must be inspired.
Also, I don't know, he must have seen the fucking deadlights, because suddenly he's all gray. Huh.
Yeah, huh. Face is a little flappier than last time we bumped into him, but I mean,
seems like a whole lot more face than before.
it's like face on top of face on top of face.
Face 2.0.
Fuck it. And like, no matter how much you bludgeon somebody's face, I really don't think it's gonna end up looking like another face on top of a face.
I don't, yeah, unless you bludgeoned it with a very exact straight razor.
Fucking Christ. So,
Yep.
I mean, that's enough. That gets him into the ambulance, and that's all he
does.
needs.
On the top of the elevator as they're transporting, blood starts dripping on him on the gurney, and so the cops are like, "Oh, he's up there. I didn't notice the very glaringly obvious blood stain until literally just now, despite having ridden this elevator multiple times at this point. Also, we're going to go ahead and assume that Hannibal is so dumb that when he's bleeding on top of an elevator, he's just going to let that happen and give himself away completely."
That sounds about right. That's typical Hannibal stuff.
So they open the fucking door and they do the mirror thing, which is so funny to me. But they just see a person unmoving lying face down, and they start issuing him freeze commands. Like, hey, I can tell from here he's not listening.
Freeze more.
All right, keep freezing.
You're still. I want you to be stiller.
All right, plug him in the leg. So they hit him in the fucking inner thigh, like, which is right where that artery is. That's the most important one.
Yeah.
So if you want, like, you're probably just trying to kill him.
That's really funny. Like, yeah. Oh, he's not listening. Just shoot him in the fucking leg. See how he listens to that.
I bet you he'll open his fucking ears real quick.
Let's see him do a little fucking classical music waltz after that shit.
God
There's your
damn.
fucking calf muscle, you asshole. So he doesn't move. Nothing happens.
No.
So I guess we're just to assume that Hannibal Lecter is dead.
That's fine. They
yeah.
open the hatch and he flops out, and this is when, I mean, if you're the audience, you know that that's where the face came from. You don't, because he falls down with his back to the camera, so you can't really tell that that's where the face came from.
Yeah.
But it fucking is, because he's wearing Hannibal's clothes, guys, so that's what it is.
It has to be.
And then we get him in the ambulance removing the face, which was so gross.
Yeah.
And then it cuts right to one of Clarice's coworkers running for no reason indicated to us, but it's because obviously he escaped.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of time jump is in between this, but he had enough time to drive the ambulance to the airport,
Yeah.
kill a tourist, take
Yeah.
their money, somehow take their passport, and this was before 9/11, I guess.
Yeah.
Fly to a place.
I guess you didn't need Face ID in passports back then.
Well, you know what they would have done is looked at him and gone, that's a lot of blood.
That sure is blood all over you in the airport.
That's a lot of blood to not be coming out of you, but still being on you. So I'm going to deny you this airplane trip.
You look like you've been wearing a face.
You look like my fucking cousin who works for the police in Memphis. It's a very interesting look you've got. So yeah, that's the and then all right, we're
Cool.
not concerned with Hannibal Lecter anymore.
No. More pressing issues.
Shoot.
Well, we got to find the senator's daughter.
I can't believe we let that incredibly dangerous man.
Mm-hmm.
And but the man's he's tucking his penis between his legs.
That's the we gotta address that.
Can't
dude.
have that.
No, we can't in 1991.
We certainly won't have that. We certainly won't. We won't be calling that anything but a funny-duddy little man there.
More stare into camera, detective work. A lot of stare to camera.
Yeah.
In this film. And I think it's in a combination. First of all, it's supposed to make you uncomfortable, or at least it does for me. And I think the other reason is to put you in the perspective of the detective.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about Buffalo Bill.
No, well, his dance, obviously.
Like,
but
he's
like a
looking
lot
into
of
a
characters
camera.
in a lot of scenes deliver their lines while looking directly into the camera.
Oh, okay. All right.
On purpose.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. I get what you're saying.
Bill wants to be a BBW so bad is what I wrote here. So this must be the dance scene.
Oh, it's getting there. We get a shot of like Buffalo Bill sewing some flesh.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster isn't worried about Hannibal Lecter coming after her. Why would she be?
No, that makes sense. They have a rapport.
They certainly do. And if anything, they'll just get together and like chat.
He'd probably cook for her and not tell her what's in it until after.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be eating anything he cooks.
No.
Unless it's veggies. And even then.
What's the sauce?
Yeah. Did you clean the pan well enough?
Mmm.
What kind of grease are we using? So yeah, Hannibal left notes about Buffalo Bill, and they're like, oh, he must have known one of the girls, because I guess that's a whole thing. But serial killers always know one of their victims or something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, serial killer's starting point is going to be somebody they're familiar with. Later on, it becomes strangers, but like that's where it starts.
Yeah, and it's got something to do with the whole like he covets line that they began with. It's like he covets. What does he covet?
It was something that he sees every day. All right, so let's go to where this bitch lived because he probably lived closer.
Let's go right on in there. Let's go up to her. Let's go up to her bedroom after talking to her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And,
and now, to be clear, she's dead.
Absolutely.
And he is so racked with grief about that he's done the thing where, okay, her room is perfectly preserved and I've touched nothing.
For the best.
Because subconsciously, she might come home, I guess.
And, like, you don't want to move. You don't want to go poking around in this room.
Given how easy it is to find softcore porn in this room, self-shots, I wouldn't touch, and he's opening the music box because it's probably her favorite fucking song. So good on you for not touching anything.
Yeah.
I just want to hear that song one more time. Oh my God!
Oh, my daughter in the most 80s underwear I've ever seen.
Honestly, it looks like a diaper, dog. There's nothing sexy about 80s underwear.
Granny panties is the term.
It might as well be a bathing suit.
It looks like fucking Depends.
It sure does.
It's the least sexual. Maybe in the 90s things were different.
I'll tell you this,
but,
okay? At least she's got a smile on her face in the pictures. Because when I saw shitty old Polaroids of someone half naked, I fully expected it to be under duress.
Yeah. But like why would you keep those, Why would you yourself keep photos of you in duress being nude?
Why would you keep your muumuu with the two perfectly shaped diamond cutouts of the back where Buffalo Bill has been cutting people? The exact same pattern.
It's like a thing. Like when you're making clothes, that's probably like a pattern.
Yeah.
So it's
two diamonds.
Like it's probably it's got like for the back, right? Because you can't just have a flat sheet when you're making like a nice tight outfit,
right?
Because it'll be all bunchy. So you cut it.
And then so like when you sew it back together, it does like that frill thing or something.
Yeah, it's more form fit. The same way when you make like a cube out of paper, you like cut it, or like not a cube, but like like a more intricate shape. You like cut it and then you fold it together to make the
snowflake
shape.
Shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
sort of.
I see what you're saying, though. I do see what you're saying.
So that's probably like a very popular pattern for whatever garment of clothing Moo dress.
Whatever she was trying to do to the dress. Okay.
So like, he and he would know that because he probably has patterns for clothing living in where he lives.
Well, that turns the fucking light bulb on in Jodie Foster's head.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't fucking matter at all. Because immediately she gets on the phone with Crawford, and Crawford goes, "Now we found him."
Yeah. By the way, everything you've been telling us to do, we did it, and it worked.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. We.
Thanks for your help, Captain Hindsight.
Absolutely, yeah. There's Customs had a thing about some crazy bugs going to a guy from the place you said.
Oh man, the thing we should have done day one.
And then we cross-referenced that guy's name with people who were rejected from getting their penis cut off legally. And there he was again.
And also, this guy also has a suspicious number of like yarn purchases. And then there was something else too that like I can't remember what it was. There was something about him that fucking made it obviously him as well as the bugs.
I don't remember, but probably
it's him, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, she puts it together anyway.
Sure does. So they do this thing with the two scenes happening simultaneously, where they're both Jodie Foster and the whole entire fucking state of whatever Baltimore, Maryland, is raiding the house.
They got like the SWAT team, and they use the flower vans like it's They always use flower vans.
Let me tell you, I see a dry cleaning or flower van outside of my place, I know I'm being spied on. Like that's just okay, I see you.
Yeah. Man, that guy's been dropping off that dry cleaning all day.
Right outside.
A lot of binoculars in that dry cleaning van.
Trying to see your clients. So they do this thing where it's Jodie Foster at one house and then it's the precinct at another, and you don't know which is which. Mm-hmm. So you think that the precinct are the ones who have the right house. Spoiler alert, they don't.
Yeah, they so they're before that Jodie Foster's talking because they're like, "Yeah, Jodie, we're gonna go fucking get him. You just go talk to more people. We want to connect this guy to the murders. Like we need to do that right now."
Evidence. As if you're not going to find plenty of it if you ever find him. Right? Chances are he's wearing the evidence.
So they're like, "Yeah, we fucking know all this shit, Jodie. What have you been doing? We told you to call these people." And so she has to go talk to the dead girl's friend. Mm-hmm. And the dead girl's friend's like, "Yeah, so blah, blah, blah. She did a lot of work for this person. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the fuck Jumby Humby is, but this person up in this house." And she's like, "Well, I'm going to go talk to that person." And that's when we get the FBI rolling up to like this very just like plain looking suburb house, and they're all pulling up. They're all being sneaky, ringing the doorbell.
Yeah.
And
Buffalo Bill's busy.
Buffalo Bill.
He's quite busy.
He's definitely.
He's right in the middle of his private's time.
He's got himself tucked.
And he's so laser focused on getting his makeup right that Catherine is her name. He can't hear directly behind her the screams of the woman he's got in captivity as she coaxes his dog into the pit 20 feet away.
Yep. No, he's pretty focused on tweaking his own nipples.
I can hear somebody calling for my dog Precious who doesn't deserve to touch her. I wonder who that could be. Nope, that conversation doesn't happen.
I wonder who that could be, and I also wonder who's gonna fuck me.
Is it me?
Who would fuck me?
It's me.
I think I might fuck me hard.
Yeah, turning into Kermit slowly.
I'd fuck me hard.
That's something for you.
Miss Piggy. Oh, no.
Miss Piggy, a.k.a. Catherine.
Fuck it. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, how does he not go, "Hey, you fucking...
You leave my Precious alone.
Just turn the hose on and let it run into the pit.
You just worry about your lotion.
Yeah, you just keep yourself nice and slick. Yeah, so, just a little makeup... Because you gotta make yourself look good before you fuck yourself so hard.
Yeah. Yep. So the whole thing is here. Catherine's like, "All right, I'm gonna be the first woman with any utility whatsoever in this basement, and tie a dirty bone to a bucket on a string so that when the dog touches the bone, I pull her in with the bucket." I'll be honest, I'd do something similar.
Yeah.
The dog would also die, though.
The dog would not have a good time unless you caught it. And from what I hear, she did not catch it.
She didn't do a very good job of it. She may have tried.
I'm surprised you didn't hear that dog yelp when it hit the fucking cement floor.
Oh, yeah, dude. With a broken leg. And, like, there's some question as to whether or not she's saying that just to worry him. Because maybe.
I thought she, like, yeah, I figured that was the case. Just to, like, upset him some more.
Either could be true. The whole point here, though, is that once he realizes, he has a full-on mentee B about it. Now, this scene is raising some questions for me that don't really ever get answered. The primary one being, why does he hide his gun under a swastika blanket?
I'm really happy that you also saw the swastika quilt.
The very, very prominent in the bottom corner of frame swastikas on the quilt.
Handmade with fucking love.
And, I mean, I'm pretty sure Nazis hate trans people, so what are you doing?
I don't...
You've aligned yourself with the wrong group of people.
Like, do you think he just, like, needed a blanket and was like...
I mean, given his sewing experience, I think he made it himself.
Yikes.
And later on, when they're upstairs, there's a poster, Nazi propaganda shit.
I missed that one.
It's a face with two swastikas for eyes, and it says, "Wake up, America."
Oh, I didn't see that. I was too busy looking at all of the moth shit.
Tons of it.
Wall-to-wall moth pictures.
Love it. We get a shot of him helping one remove its pupa. Like a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Just the nicest guy to bugs.
Get out of that pupa.
Get the fuck out of that pupa right now.
So yeah, honestly, like, he tucks his dick between his fucking legs.
Yeah, he does. That's what he does.
And if you want to see what it looks like without seeing what it looks like, there's an episode of Family Guy where they shot for shot perfectly remade it.
Yeah, and it's Chris instead, unfortunately.
And it's the same fucking thing.
You wouldn't be able to see his dick anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
because of the gunt.
You don't see his dick regardless. You see his fucking well-groomed pubis.
I mean, well-groomed. It's sculpted. I don't know if it's groomed. It seems a little bit unruly.
I mean, it's the 90s. You gotta have some, but, like...
Not a lot.
But it's not the 80s, so you don't have all of it.
You'll also notice that he is almost entirely hairless elsewhere.
I do notice. I fucking noticed that, upsettingly. Because
like a fucking forest peninsula in a fucking ocean.
It really draws the eyes to the triangle of pubes.
Yeah, and they're pointing down.
To what? I couldn't tell you, because it's tucked.
A whole lot of I wish it was nothing. Or something else, anyway.
Oh god, this whole scene is like he's got to be like making a video. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, cause there's no video camera. It's like, what's he? Like, is it a
it's
mirror?
Either that or the mirror, yeah. Because he's at the makeup table,
That's
so he
true.
might just be doing it for his damn self.
Yeah, he's definitely like looking into a viewfinder or a mirror.
With the exception of the wig made of somebody else's head, not the worst looking guy.
Yeah.
Svelte.
Smooth young man.
I don't know about young.
Hey, the worst part is he's supposed to be like he's supposed to be my age right now.
I thought he was supposed to be like 40.
Nah, he's
they say 30 to 40 in the car. Sure.
I gotta tell ya, he's definitely looks better than I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
For being my age or older.
Yeah, man, he looks pretty great.
Yeah, it's good job, man. Nice.
The whole nothing but people diet. Probably.
Yeah, the whole, you know.
I mean, if you're wearing the suit, chances are you're sampling the meat, okay? They go hand in hand, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If you're tucking your penis, you're definitely eating the leanest. That's what he says.
Fuck. Good one. Nice. I can't do better.
I love. Still, I'm talking about when he's tucking his penis, because he's dancing, he's like feeling himself, and he's like, wait a minute. You know what? You know what would be one?
You know what? Just send this over the edge.
What if? Now, hear me out. What is it? Do you
Bobcat Goldthwait?
How do you think it would look if I just? No, I don't know about this. If I just
give it a shot.
Just push it in, down, up in between. I keep my thighs close together.
Oh, perfect.
Wow.
It's really accentuating my hips as well.
This almost looks like there could be a vagina there underneath this.
That's why he keeps it long, so that it's not obviously not a vagina.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, perfect.
So, like, visually.
Yeah.
You know, and
from a distance, 10 feet.
And under a strobe light.
And Goodbye Horses has to be playing.
Oh my god, I fucking love that song. How do you not tuck your penis when you hear that song?
Well, I mean, I fucking,
Oh god, Lazarus Q, he really nailed it.
I wonder if he's happy about the fact that that's his legacy. Like, you're an entire band or artist. You got one banger.
I really hope that he got invited to the premiere and he's like, I can't wait to see how they used my song. It's great. Actually, no, I'm all right with this. This seems like something I'd be all right with too.
You know what? It sounds right. It sounds appropriate. All right. All right, you got me.
Yeah. You played Lazarus Q.
Didn't know that's what I was thinking about when I wrote it, but I guess that's what I was thinking about when I wrote it.
You just awoken something up in old Lazarus Q. I don't know, what's this?
Lazarus Q&A. The answer is tuck.
Oh my god. So this is where the FBI the two scenes like intercut together. It got me.
It did.
It got me.
Yeah, it is.
It was
effective.
good.
Yeah,
so good.
I wondered. See, I knew the night vision goggles weren't just going to be for one scene, so it's like, okay, when did they show back up?
Mm-hmm.
And as it turns out, it's now. All of 30 seconds, and it would take me about a tenth of that when that man opens the door that I knock on to be like, oh, you're my guy, huh? Oh, you're the guy. I could tell by the way that you are him.
So he had to have washed the makeup off because that would have been
time had passed. Because he does the fucking dance and then Catherine, it takes 2 tries for her to get the dog. So like some time has gone by between makeup and no makeup.
He grabs the gun and then the doorbell starts ringing. I thought,
but he also is, he has like a freak out and smashes some stuff, and then that happens while he's still panicking.
Maybe he just like wiped it off as he was running upstairs.
But
I don't know.
But he was also half naked when he realizes that the dog is missing, and he's just got sweatpants on. So I think he probably showered in that time. I don't think he's wearing the makeup then.
Maybe. I have no idea. Either way, like
he doesn't even do his belt up, which is fucking hilarious. So like he scrambles to put all of his clothes on when he answers the door, and then when he invites her in, you can see the belt still fucking wide open and undone.
Yeah. He's like going up the stairs trying to like pull his pants up and shit. Yeah, like this. Honestly, the second that door cracks and Buffalo Bill's mug slides through there, I'm like, turn around. Hands behind the back.
Put your hands right behind your back, please.
Say one word. Ooh. Oh, yeah? That's what you sound like? Yeah, you're the guy.
Oh, that's what you sound like? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, we found it. I'll call Crawford.
Even if you're not the guy, come on. Show
you're a guy.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving empty-handed no matter what.
I can tell by the voice. Something's in the basement. Let's go.
Yeah. Asks for a fucking, he offers up a card. I can't tell if he's trying to be accommodating or trying to just, like, get her further into his house.
I think he's trying to do the thing where
I'm overly helpful, so you will go away. But then, like, why invite her in?
Because it might be weird not to.
Yeah.
Like he's got to go in to get the card.
Here's the problem: is that you have a girl in the basement screaming her fucking head off all day.
He must have soundproofed it. He's got to have.
The well. It's a megaphone. A well is just a fucking amplifier.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You might as well be yelling into a didgeridoo. Everybody's gonna hear it.
The second this guy starts asking, like, so you guys close to finding the guy who did this?
Oh, why are you asking all the questions about the case, man?
Yeah. There's a lot of questions. Like that's immediately. Why?
Suspects will ask a lot of questions.
It's like that. You ever see the interview with the dude who killed the girl? And they like interview him and they're like, yeah, so we found a body. And he's like,
ah, shit.
And like his face is just like visibly like, whoops.
I guess I should have hidden it better. Oh, I mean, not at all, because I didn't.
I really thought garbage pickup was Monday morning.
Fucking that guy. Have you seen his interrogation footage? Because that's fucked.
Oh, I've seen the whole thing.
The fucking dude sits there and does not move for hours, man. That's fucking.
Yep, that's Hannibal Lecter.
I didn't know people like that were real.
That's Hannibal Lecter style shit.
Like an exaggeration because it's creepy. Nah, man, some people just go into a fugue state. All right.
Jesus.
So Buffalo Bill gives himself away the second that he realizes he's being arrested by running.
Well,
I mean, it's obvious. It's written all over her face. She's got the worst poker face for an FBI agent.
Oh, yeah. She looks around and sees there's the moth.
The exact moth,
There's
number one.
On bobbins of thread.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
All the things, all the evidence I need.
Yeah. Okay, here's your phone. You want to use my phone? I'm a criminal. You're going to call the criminal hotline?
Excuse me, sir. Why is that so funny?
Yeah, like he fucking laughs.
Yeah, dude. Don't laugh also. Holy shit.
Yeah, like he must be laughing because he's fucked. He knows he's fucked.
I mean, take one shot. You had it trained on him. Take a shot. At least when he starts running, take a shot. But yeah, it brings her down into the fucking basement, and that's when we get the night vision goggles because he cuts the power. Now that's just strategically brilliant.
Yeah.
Like you've obviously thought of that.
Oh yeah.
But here's my problem though. She's there to rescue Catherine and then apprehend a known serial killing criminal. Catherine needs to shut the fuck up. Catherine needs to shut her fucking mouth. I'm an FBI agent, right? And I'm here to save you. And I tell you that I need you to be quiet in order to do that, and you keep yelling, I'll kill you myself.
That was your problem?
Yes. Was one of them.
Okay, well my issue was don't go in the fucking basement. He's down there.
Yeah, probably call backup.
Lock the door.
Great point. Unless he's got one of those storm doors that you could just bust out of.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't,
but you can just camp that too.
If he doesn't, you've got him cornered.
That's true.
There's no need to go down there unless I guess you want to save the girl.
Yeah,
but
the problem is that he might kill Catherine in the meantime. But I think he's busy.
Yeah, he's busy fucking running around his fun house maze of a basement with 1,000 doors.
Okay, is it just me, or is the basement bigger in acreage than the property it sits on?
It has to be.
Holy shit, that basement's like 3 times the size of the house. It's got more doors than the house.
Every room has rooms in it.
Yeah, and like enough for a whole ass medical gurney, and he's got a makeup room, he's got a knitting room, he's got a fucking skinning room.
He's got a bug room.
He's got at least one bug room.
He's got a room with a well in it, for God fucking sake.
And he's got a fish tank with mannequin parts, and it's like, those don't need water.
Those are land arms. Yeah.
You're just gonna dissolve the paint.
The first door she opens, boom, lady costume.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say it right now. It's weird that he chose to take tits from 2 different people.
Unless they matched better than either set on their own.
But no, but the thing is he's only got the one tit.
Oh.
So he hasn't acquired the second tit yet. Why wouldn't you just get both the tits off the same model?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe one's like lopsided or something.
Yeah,
one's like they're routinely bigger than the other. Maybe he's like got a thing with symmetry.
Yeah, but how many ladies are you gonna have to kill to find 2 nipples that are at least the same type?
Great point. Those come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, like, wouldn't you just want that whole section all in one go? You know?
Well, I would think you'd want as few bodies as possible to complete your suit.
Yeah, because eventually... And
it's way more cleanup than it's worth.
And I really, I hate to point this out, but dude can color match. Holy shit.
He's one of those dudes that you see those videos of people and they get given a fucking color and then they recreate it with paint perfectly.
Yeah.
He's like that, but with flesh.
He's got like a little tanning bed where he's like, give it another minute.
I need another 3.2 number. I don't fucking.
The nipples are still 0 F4.
Get my chip chart out.
F2. And they need to be 043 F2.
Fuck, I gotta go to Benjamin Moore.
What's the Pantone for nipples?
Is this Dulux?
Anyway, so we're just fucking running around the basement.
Yeah. And Catherine is, first of all, indicating exactly where an FBI agent is that he's trying to kill by yelling. And then also being super rude to the person who came to save your life.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you fucking call me a bitch. I'll leave you down there.
You know what? Yeah, fuck you.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna turn the hose on and just let it go in the hole.
Saving you is gonna get me, or not saving you rather, is gonna get me yelled at by a senator. That's the worst thing. If I let Buffalo Bill go, people are going to get skinned more. Priorities.
One is far... if I'm chasing Buffalo Bill, he's not killing you in the hole. So
exactly. Keep yelling so that I know you're not dead in the hole.
What I like at the beginning of the movie where she's like, yeah, so you or well, the her boss is like, you're gonna go meet Hannibal Lecter. You don't spook easy, do you? She's like, no. She opened a door and there was a suit made of people, and she's like, okay, next door.
Let me tell you also, spooked real fucking easily the second cum hit her face. That made her spook fast.
I guess what spooks her is like it's context.
Yeah.
She can handle dead bodies, but unauthorized semen.
Certain fluids,
I'm the same-
Embalming, fine.
In embalming, cool.
Seminal.
In momming,
In momming. As in impregnation?
That's the one.
Because nice.
Because
All right.
it goes in moms.
We'll get it. Yeah, that's
Thanks.
fine.
Thanks. I also was gonna call it a spatter of baby batter, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Pool spray. So yeah, night vision goggles were running around in the pitch black of night. And I mean, the movie ends quite quickly after this, but I wanted to point out, first of all, he's getting real close to her. And given what he's been up to the past couple days, you cannot tell me she cannot smell him.
At least
I can smell dirty, musty basement, probably KY jelly because of the chafing from tucking, old dog, and distressed wet woman. Like, all of those.
That's gotta stink. That's
all of those together, not to mention skin and flesh, other people's.
There's a rotting tub. There's a tub of a rotting person in there.
I just took the suit off. And yeah, dude, like...
How was she not smelling the rotten person the second the door opened?
The second the front door opened. Because that shit travels. That's John Wayne Gacy.
She would at least, he's touching her hair.
Yeah. I'd feel that in the dark.
She'd smell those dick fingers.
Yep. I'm definitely going to feel... I'm going to feel the air displacement around me when you walk up to me, man.
Yeah, when your hands are in my face and I breathe, I'm going to feel my hot breath back in my face.
Yes, that's right. All those things.
Good Lord.
But he makes the mistake of retardedly cocking the gun, which is enough for her to just blast away, and I'm happy about that.
She is... That is the fastest gun in the West. She unloads a revolver and then loads it again.
Yeah, and now it has like the preload, like the 6-round thing, but even then.
Yep, it's still got to line those up.
Yeah, that is tough, especially when you're panicking.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, she unloads on that guy, and I mean that's the end of Buffalo Bill.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny is that it was very emphatically stated that he needed to be captured alive.
Oh, yeah.
The second he got too close to her in the dark. Fuck that. The other thing that irritated me about this scene is that one of the shots that Buffalo Bill fires hits a window, and suddenly it's noon outside in the basement. All of the light comes through that, and it's like a transom window. It's one of those ones that you couldn't even crawl out in a fire. But as soon as that window gets smashed, everything is beautifully lit, and we get to see Buffalo Bill die in glorious color.
You're telling me there was a window to that room with the lady in the hole, and ain't nobody heard her screaming?
Yes, that's right. And so, like, when the FBI showed up to the other one, I was like, how are you not hearing screams, guys? And it's because they're at the wrong house. All right, fine.
All right.
But, let me tell you, that was a very long conversation they had on the ground floor with no screams.
Yeah.
So she must have shut right up for a second, which is ironic because she seemed incapable of doing that.
Maybe he, flashed the gun, if you don't, I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna...
Well, she's still got Precious, though.
I'm gonna complete my titty set.
My titty set.
Well, maybe he didn't care that much about Precious. I don't know. Either way, there should have been much more screaming.
Yes. Anyway, that's that's pretty much that.
There's an FBI party where she's promoted because that's all Hannibal Lecter ever wanted to do for her.
Yeah, advancement. He said it himself.
He refused to give any information to anybody other than her so that she could use it to advance herself.
Yeah, like James Spader in The Blacklist.
And that's the whole thing. At the end, she gets to advance. Somehow Dr. Lecter has the fucking phone number for wherever she is.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls her because, hey, what, did we fucking forget about the guy? The guy we were keeping in a glass box? I couldn't give him papers with a paperclip in it. And we forgot that he left the country.
Nah, dude, there's a cake to cut. Shut the fuck up.
You're right.
Sorry. There's cake.
It's all right.
It's brilliantly and artisanally decorated to look like a symbol of the FBI. Doesn't that look appetizing? Also, only one person gets a piece.
All cakes are bastards.
So yeah, he calls her up in the middle of her. Okay, the thing that I glossed over that I'm gonna mention super briefly is that there's the whole subtext of female empowerment in this, in the sense that yeah, she eventually was successful and she didn't let the fact that sexism against her existed disparage her or prevent her from doing her job well. And then also the fact that Catherine like found a way to get out of the pit, like turn the tables. So yeah, big deal, woman. Anyway, Hannibal calls and he has the worst wig I've ever seen, but it's hilarious. Anthony Hopkins with hair looks weird to me.
Yeah.
Just period.
It's because he's an old bald man.
But he calls just to check in and then let Clarice know that, well, I'm going to kill and eat Chilton because I found him in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
That's a really, he stalks the doctor and...
Which I of course he does.
Of course he does. Why?
He deserves it. Chilton is a fucking dick.
They're enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid film. Runs
Great
a little
one.
long for my my liking, but you know what?
If you immerse
good.
yourself and like give into the tension, it is good. It's a great time.
It's a good movie.
And it's also pretty fucking tight, to be honest. There's not a lot wrong with it, period.
You know, like, and for being a movie where not that much gore. There's not that much.
The stuff that you do see, though, is pretty great.
Yeah.
Like, the body in the tub thing, like I said, that's fucking gross as hell.
Oh, yeah.
The head in the jar, like...
I was hoping there was going to be, like, more... I guess like they just show a body in the tub. There's no explanation as to why he let this one body rot, but I guess he's been just killing people.
Well, he's probably busy. He found another one too quick.
Yeah, I guess. Like, maybe not every body that he's killed has been found.
Yeah.
Maybe before he started making a people suit, he's been... Well, even... So, yeah, even the doctor... even Hannibal Lecter's like, yeah, the head that you found, that dude was fucking Buffalo Bill until Buffalo Bill killed a homeless person and did things with their skin.
Yeah.
So, obviously...
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
He's been at this he's been honing his skills, sharpening his axe.
He's creating the perfect suit.
Anyway, Silence of the Lambs gets a fucking 8.5 from this guy.
I give it an 8.
Hey, man.
It gets an 8.
Good shit, period.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a sit down and look at it while you watch it thing. Don't be on your fucking phone. Don't be doom scrolling Instagram.
Yeah, because you're going to miss out on half a tit being sewn to some more flesh.
And an expertly tucked penis.
Like, for a movie about a dude making a flesh suit out of ladies, they only show it for, like,
it's a short amount of time, yeah.
It's so weird. You think that it would be like you would see him in it, but you don't.
It's a kind of like a less is more type situation.
Yeah. Although
even with the shots of Anthony Hopkins killing people, like the brain in him with the Billy Club thing, you get it from Anthony's perspective. You don't get to see the damage he's doing. You just get to see the blood spraying all over him.
Which is cool.
Yes.
I don't need to see a head getting caved in.
That's right.
I would have liked to see him in the monster suit. I would have liked like, because in the photos...
And a more complete version of it anyway than just, like, the scalp.
Yeah. Because the photos, there's a whole thing missing a face. Where's that?
The drowned chick was pretty gross when they flipped her over. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that the one, like, the dude's taking pictures, right, and so uncaring about how intrusive he's being about it.
Just jams it right in her mouth.
And then when they turn her over, he fucking plants it on her back to, like, photograph those wounds, but he, like, shoves it in. Like, he mashes the fucking camera in there.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Silence of the Lambs, everybody. 8, 5, and 8.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got 4 movies for you here.
Oh, boy.
3 are good.
Okay.
1 is shitty.
Fuck. I got bad luck with this.
Your themes are as follows.
Okay.
First one, real obvious, cannibalism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Second one, is he a vampire?
Okay.
Third one, the one that got away. That's in reference to Anthony Hopkins having escaped at the end.
Okay.
And the fourth one is just moths.
Moths. Okay. Like, I don't think you would be so obvious to go with Cannibal Holocaust.
I will not watch that.
Or the Mothman Prophecies.
There's not too many movies about moths, Matt. Not all that many. Very small handful.
What were the middle two?
Is he a vampire? And the one that got away, which are probably the 2 vaguest ones.
Let's go with the one that got away.
All right. Watching the original Halloween next time.
Cool.
I was thinking of people escaping captivity, basically,
and I mean,
and then killing.
He's escaping an asylum.
Yeah, exactly.
That wow. All right.
So for cannibalism, you picked one of the 2 cannibal movies everybody knows, and it was The Green Inferno is the one I've written.
You keep putting that in there.
I know.
And whenever I hear that movie, I think of the movie with Seth Green. No, it's Seth Rogen, and he's the superhero.
Green Hornet.
That's the one.
Fuck that shit.
That's the one. I always think of that, and I'm like, that's not.
No.
How is that going to be scary?
I ain't gonna watch it.
And I thought that with the Green Room too. I was like, it's fucking Seth.
Well, Green Room is fantastic.
It's so good. So good.
Is He a Vampire was Nosferatu?
The new one?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
haven't seen it.
Well, it's another one where you see you see Dick.
Oh, perfect.
I haven't seen it, but
Perfect.
I heard Nosferatu hangs dong.
Nice. It's probably shriveled as fuck. He's 1,000,000 years old.
I don't think it is though. I think
He's got great blood flow.
he might be hung. He might be a hung guy.
And then Moths obviously was Mothman Prophecies, yeah.
Is he from Hungary?
Romania, which is close.
Okay, all right. Well then he's not a Hungary hung guy.
But he is a Romaniac.
Oh man. All right. Solid. Loved it.
Hey guys, I would recommend watching Silence of the Lambs, although I highly doubt anyone listening to this has not.
When I was a kid, one time my mom put it on, and she made me leave the room for the
Nice.
first 15 minutes.
15 only, eh? Just because of the cum, or?
I think it was the word cunt.
Yeah.
And then it was definitely, I think I was allowed to see the cum
Mm-hmm.
because it was so quick, you know? It was just like, it was like,
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
that? Was that spit? I think she said it was like, I spit on her. I think my mom told me that was spit. But I wasn't allowed to hear him tell her that he could smell her cunt.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't think I saw 8 Mile in the theater with my grandparents when I was like 10.
Jesus Christ.
That was a mistake.
Why would they take you to that?
I don't think they were expecting Eminem to rail Brittany Murphy against a factory wall.
Well, surprise. That's the whole thing. Like, any movie can have a fuck scene in it.
That's 100%. And most do.
Just stop going to movies with your grandparents. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Or vet them first at least.
Well, that's the podcast.
Anyway, Grindhouse Movie Club, everyone. Fucking tune in next week when we watch another banger. I actually don't know, and I hope it holds up. We'll see, because it might suck now.